bring you and things like that. So these are great for sort of your boho chic type jewellery, and you sort of, as you go down in length, then you've got your 3 different sizes. And again, great because you've got the ring with the black, so that can be very, very dramatic, and the see-through as well. So it gives you different options again, because some things look good against the black, some look good against the sort of clear. It depends on the colour of the gemstone, to be honest. So they're coming up today. We've also got this, I have to say, absolutely wonderful mini pot storage box, which includes, I think it's 42 pots in there, okay, that each come out individually. So absolutely wonderful. Again, wonderful for transporting, very compact. If you think there's 42 opportunities there to store away what you've created, or your loose gemstones or whatever. And again, if you are actually on your stand and you like to take all your sort of gems of distinction, your pearls, your gem beads, and you actually create there and then on the spot, which is a great way to attract attention to your store, which I'm sure our lovely Angela will concur with later. But that's a great way to sort of transport all your loose beads as well. So that's coming up as well. Okay, now this, I have to say, fantastic way to kickstart the show for you. This lovely chain, it's a very generous 1 metre. Let me show you this. It's just textbook chain. It's as simple as that. Absolutely everything you want a chain to be. Beautifully made, beautifully interwoven links there, and rose gold plated solid sterling silver. The price will amaze you. I'm absolutely confident of that. But it's that lovely rose gold is really making a comeback at the moment, isn't it? Really, really is. And it's very neutral. Very, very neutral. Blends beautifully. And it's great actually for unisex jewellery as well. A lot of, certainly I know that a lot of people in their 20s now in males are actually really going for that rose tone, because it's quite, you know, it's quite inoffensive. It's quite sort of neutral. And I think that's the reason a lot of people are going for rose gold. So they are solid sterling silver. Now, every person that's come in so far has had a multi-buy. Tracy's got 3. Stella's got 2, well done. Then Angela, Carol in Falkirk, Karen in Staffordshire, Jenny, Catherine, you're all racing in. I've even got people from, I've got Kirsty from Australia. Wow, I think that's the first person I've seen in Australia. That's wonderful. Oh, goodness me, from down under, Bonza. Okay, that's what I was going to say. Now, I know that our lovely Angela, when she starts talking to you in a little while, she'll be talking to you about the potential and the profit opportunity and how to sell and market and whatever. But I tell you now, $8.95. Let's think that's going to make at least either 2 16-inch necklaces or 2 18-inch. You could easily get 2 16-inch necklaces and a bracelet or anklet from one 1 metre chain. And it is solid sterling silver. Now, if you think this chain will have once started out as a solid bar of silver. So a quarter of the stock has gone already. That's how quickly these are going. So if you see those films where you see the people sort of, if they're going in and they're doing a really naughty sort of, you know, bank robbery and things, and you see them lifting all those heavy big bars of gold and bars of silver, that's how this will have started out. And it gets heated and stretched, and it's because of course it's solid sterling silver, it's very malleable. But I've actually watched chains being made out in India, and it's a fascinating process. It really is, watching all of these machines creating these beautiful, and the variation of design is fantastic. You've got a nice size of link there, so if you can see there, you've got 3x2mm link as well. So half the stock has now gone. So in that space of a minute or two, as I was talking, you've gone from a quarter of a stock to half the stock. That's gone. $8.95. Now, when I was on our sister channel, I would say, Angela, I would sell a solid sterling silver chain without the rose gold plated easily for $14.95 or $19.95.
Yeah.
One chain.
Easily, I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, I absolutely love our quality of the silver, and I was saying to Phil before we came on air, is that the quality is so fabulous. It feels so silky smooth. It is high grade quality, and sterling silver, whether it's coated with the rose gold, will never go out of style.
Exactly.
Regardless of whether you want to just have it as a simple chain or whether you want to include it into your design, never go out of style.
And that's the great thing. I mean, as I said, when I've watched these chain making machines, they're talking about circa £25,000 per chain making machine. I mean, this, you know, it's expensive stuff to make, and yet how can we therefore bring you a fantastic, and as Angela said, amazing quality, good size of links of this could easily be created into a lovely charm bracelet if you'd like to. 3x2mm of these links, and as our lovely Angela said, when you get this home, You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Just stroke your finger down the chain and you'll see what we're talking about. It's got this beautiful, silky, gorgeous smoothness, high quality, wonderful solid sterling silver underneath. I don't blame the majority of you buying twos. Yeah, Miranda's bought two, Jacqueline's bought two, Catherine's bought two, Irene's bought two, Anon in Hampshire's bought two, and the list goes on. There's so many of you. These are going all over the world as well. We're not surprised. $8.95. Now, the great thing about these chains as well, of course, being the creativity, or you know, all the creativity out there with you all, you would love to attach, I'm sure, your gemstones and all your creativity. However, I'll show you the length in a moment, but you could wear this as an absolute standalone chain. Wouldn't need to add anything other than a connection, a clasp. Now the length, let's just pick this up and show you, $8.95. It's an entire 1 meter. So I'm assuming you can see that because it's obviously a lovely, subtle, beautiful, beautiful chain. But I can't even get actually the full length on. It's gorgeous. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just, how many have got left? 13. And I've got 20 people in baskets. Let me just hold that on the neckline for you, just to show you how lovely it looks just on its own. Look at this. And again, any length, and with it being a meter, we're not limiting you. Susie's just got 3 already. It'd be lovely just to have layer after layer after layer of this beautiful rose gold plated, solid 925 sterling silver. Now, as we said, this will be a sellout. Okay, can I just really, really quickly, we've got literally about 5 left, and I can already see Anon in Greater London, Angela, Fiona, Sally, Jane, Monmouthshire, Dawn, Anon, Jill, Ali, Diane, Julie, Deirdre, Jill, there's so many of you, and the last few people that have come in have bought, Susan's bought 3, Louisa's bought 3, Mark's bought 2, that's it, they've gone. Can I just say though, if you are one of those enormous amount of people, I'm just looking at my screen up there with where all your names come through, I'll tell you what, you've got yourself the most fantastic, fantastic quality chain there for the most unbelievable price tag. Well done, well done. Huge profit margin there, which I know our lovely Angela will be chatting to you about later. But, wow. Right then, now, are we going to do those next, Phil? Right, these are going to sell out, in my opinion, in a heartbeat. Last time I bought these to you, I think over 300 went in the space of about 2 minutes. Now what we've got here, let me hold one up for you just to talk you through what these are. These are wonderfully rare, stunning ammonites. Now we were very lucky to be able to bring you amber at the weekend, and that was formed 50 million to 200 million years ago. Well, here we have a variety of ammonites. So for those of you that know ammonite, arguably the rarest gemstone in the world, that is actually formed in an ammonite. And ammonites are probably the world's most recognized fossil, without question. And these little creatures were like little sea-like squid creatures that swam around. They became extinct at the end of the Mesozoic period, so sounds very technical, but basically when the dinosaurs became extinct is roughly when they became extinct. And we're talking about 77 million years ago. So they lived in the seas actually about 240 well, it was up to 240 million years ago. You can't get your head around that really, can you? But then, despite that fact, despite the fact that they are these extinct sea-like squid creatures, a quarter of the stock has already gone, how beautiful they are, look. How detailed they are. Isn't it? I mean, these were once extinct animals, but the detail. And in fact, can I just tell you as well something? When you look at the price that we bring it to you at, when we were looking at these recently, we had a look online and we found one of these online for sale with another company, of course. Actually, not sort of on their own, but actually situated within a pebble. £22 for one. Now, there are 240 carats here. In this particular example I've got in the studio, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and each one is absolutely unique. Okay. So I've just said we saw one online in a pebble for £22. I'm bringing you 240 carats of unique history of our planet. 240 million years old. I've got 3 chances left, that's it, and I'm so sorry. So Sian, Julie, Sonia, Sharon and Nons, I don't know who's going to get them, but they are so wonderful. And I tell you now, the value for money that you are getting here at Jewellery Maker right this second is phenomenal. $24.95. I did say we were limited. So for those of you who do manage to get those last, literally, they're probably almost gone now. I've got 1 left. Oh my goodness me. Jane, Angie, Anna, Jane, Eleanor, Sean, Sonia, you're all after 1. And that's without the telephone people. They're so lovely. Cara, hello, lovely. I was talking about you today. This is our lovely, lovely Cara from the Isle of Wight, one of our guest designers. And good afternoon, my lovelies. Looking forward to watching you both whilst making and getting a few cheeky purchases. Oh, Cara. Hello, lovely girl. Mwah. How are you? They've gone. Gosh, that's the rose gold. Can you see how busy we are today? So thank you for your company. Can I just ask as well, if you'd like to get involved in the show now, Angela is waiting for your questions, okay? So if you are interested in how to sell your creations, you want some marketing advice, she's going to give you 7 tips on how to sell your jewellery as well. Her expertise is phenomenal. So make the most of her while she's here for the next few hours. And drop us a text on 60777. Make sure you start your text with JM Studio to make sure it wings its way to us. And I'm sure our lovely Angela will answer as many questions as we physically can for you. You can, of course, message us instantly through the website as well. 30-day money-back guarantee, 1 post and packaging all day long, so enjoy yourself. And to all of you that got those ammonites, well done. Now, keeping on that sort of water theme, that beach theme, let me show you these. Now, I've actually made a necklace with these beautiful shells, these large shells, and I get comments on it every time. In fact, all the really expensive pieces of jewellery I've got in my jewellery box, and every time I wear this piece of jewellery I've made from Jewellery Maker, my fella says it's the best thing I've got, and he loves it. So there you go. Yeah, it's true. Lovely. So you get this whole 3 strands, okay, and these lovely big shells, natural, beautiful white shell. And I made a necklace with sort of small shells like this, with some beautiful silver spacers. We've got some lovely findings with some spacer beads coming up today as well, so you'd make a beautiful necklace. And as I said, I should have brought it in with me, shouldn't I? These are lovely. You just need 1. You literally just need 1, and they look amazing. You've also got the 6mm rounds that you can see there, and the tubes. So I'll tell you what, just with these, if you sort of had 1 centerpiece or down at the main section of the necklace, then you had obviously your 6mm rounds, and then your tubes, and you sort of interspersed, you could make the most gorgeous design. Just throw a few silver spacers and it would look wonderful. Really, really pretty with this shell trio. Really lovely. And again, because they all match, you can keep it quite neutral by just using this colour, or you could throw in some beautiful corals. We've had some lovely orange and pinks lately. You could have some lovely, in fact, we've got these coming up later. If you pop these in as well, let me just show you these, look. Just to give you an idea, look at those. Just to give you a little splash of colour in there as well. We've got those strands coming up later. Beautiful. See? So you could keep it, I kept mine very neutral actually. As I said, I did it all with white shell, and it looks lovely with the silver. Very, very beautiful. And again, great. I've just been to Devon, just been on the beach, and again, anytime you've got shell jewellery and you're on the beach, or you're in a sort of, somewhere with the sea and the waves, it's just, they look beautiful, they really do. So 6mm rounds and your white shell tubes. Your pear drops, as you can see, are top drilled. Now, Kimmy, Dawn, Sandra, Anon in County Durham, Elle, you've all got them well done. They're lovely, aren't they? And great as well for if you've got a beach wedding. What a lovely idea. Wow, lovely. Which one out of 10 for all 3? Oh, brilliant. Oh, Phil, that's my lovely producer today going all out for you. My goodness me. That is a real treat. A real, real treat. And I'll tell you what as well, with this white shell necklace that I made recently, I actually went into one of the stores in South Devon, and there was a very similar necklace to what I'd made. And I'd made it with a silver toggle clasp as well, really lovely. And the necklace was £30. £30. Now, if you look here, you could easily make quite a few different necklaces here. You just got to add your silk, you just got to add your finding, and you've got the whole necklace there for less than £10, just plus your clasp. That's it. Now, speaking of Devon, Louise in Devon's just got 2, haven't you, lovely girl? So well done, Louise. We've got Sylvia, and hello, Eleanor, lovely girl, and Angela and Joan and Celeste, beautiful names. A lot of people buying 2s again. But it's such a neutral, beautiful, beautiful shell. They're lovely, aren't they? Really, really lovely. Really lovely. And it, yeah, just that one. Just that one is all I popped onto a pendant with some other shells and silver spaces, and it's lovely. They're lovely, aren't they, Angela?
They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And shell is always a seller, especially in the summer.
Yeah.
As you say, for beach weddings.
Yeah.
You know, even if people live near the sea,
yeah,
or in tourist towns,
yeah,
and you've got these, they're great because it reminds people of summer. Don't
That's the thing, they've got that lovely, immediate, sort of happy, emotional connection to them, haven't they?
Absolutely. So yeah, and I love the combination of shapes as well.
Yes.
You can work them all together, work them separately, create some simple stretchy bracelets, do a big bold design with your centre pendant.
Yep.
So many different things. They're
Just
beautiful.
lovely.
And they'll work with all types of gemstones and all colours as well, and that's the beauty of the shell.
Exactly. But again, you pop shell with turquoise, that lovely contrast, or again, anything beachy like Larimar. Look amazing. Absolutely knockout. Really lovely. Now, Annie Pembrokeshire, good luck, lovely. Sylvia, Angela, Jones, Celeste, and in Yorkshire, these are flying out the door, literally. And again, I'll tell you what, as our lovely Angela just said, you pop with those lovely 6mm rounds and those lovely tubes, and they would make the most fantastic pearl stretchy bracelet, wouldn't they? Really, really lovely. Really pretty. £9.95, that is fantastic. Gosh, absolutely fantastic. Great, lovely. Okay. Now, should we do these spaces now then? Great, because we've just been talking about, you can tell he's put a lot of thought into the show, our lovely Phil, can't you? Eh? Because I've just talked about, wouldn't it be lovely to have some lovely spaces? So, goodness me, you are. Oh, these are lovely as well. Are we doing both of these at the same time? Oh, wonderful. Okay, now, there's 3 different types here. So let me just scoop some up for you. And as I said, this is all I did. I just popped one of those big pearl ovals with some of the other shells, and then I put some silver spaces, and it looks knockout. So you got these lovely, lovely puffy rice beads. Very bright, aren't they? Lovely. Get about 50 of these. Silver-plated copper puffy rice beads. Really, really pretty. Now these are lovely. Oh, I've never seen these before. These are fabulous. These are gorgeous. 50 of these. These are the faceted rice beads. So these are going to really, really catch the light, aren't they? They are lovely. Really, really lovely. And then you've got these multi-bead spaces. These are really clever. Really, really clever. What are we getting in? 12 of these. Okay, they come in triplets, so in like a trilogy of spaces. What I'll do is I'll hold one up for you. So these will really, really, these are great because they sort of, they're quite, they'll stretch the, you know, you don't have to use as many gemstones. So they're very cost effective, these. Very cost effective. Now I'm going to sort of almost obliterate the middle section by holding it with my tweezers, but you'll get the idea. So there's your trilogy. They are so clever, these spacer beads. They really are. And you're getting 12 of these. So in total, 112 piece of silver-plated copper in our spacer collection there. And he's going to give you, my lovely producer Phil, a real midweek treat price of just $6.95. Oh, I tell you what, that is incredible. What I love about that as well is you've got those lovely puffy smooth rice beads, then you've got the faceted rice beads. The puffy beads are lovely, the most striking silver. I'll just give you another little cheeky flash in my lovely scoop there. Knockout price tag again. Mary's got 2, Anonymous Devon's got 2, well done. Dawn, Susan, Joanne's just got 3, well done, my lovely. Jenny, Tony, Ramya, Elizabeth, so many of you. Kerry, Edwina, oh my goodness me, that's a great deal. How much has the stock's gone, Phil? 20 gone already. So we're a fifth of the way through the stock already. Let me show you the, it's so simple, isn't it? You get your what's your pink board called?
Oh, your beading tray.
Your beading tray. Thank you, Angela. Good job, Angela knows. So you get your beading tray, measure how long you want your necklace, put your central shell there on the beginning. I fed, I think it was five shells, then my space of 5 shells, all the way up to the top, added my clasp on. It looks amazing. I think you may have seen me wear it before, actually. And it's lovely, and I'm so proud of it. Quite simple, but effective. As a lot of the designs are, aren't they? And as our lovely Angela said, shells are always a seller. So you pop these with those in any of your jewellery, and because they are silver plated, we're nearly halfway through the stock already, I'm afraid, but because they're silver plated, they look amazing. Lovely to have those, it's lovely to see faceted findings, isn't it? That's a real treat.
It is, because often you know, they're unfaceted, but it just brings another dimension to them. I mean, I did a necklace not so long ago, and I really could have used those spacer connectors.
Really?
Because if you're doing a multi-strand necklace, the spacer bars allow your necklace to sit flat on the neckline. Right. So they're really important. And these beads, I love these beads. There's a big trend at the moment, big high street trend, with your stack and layered look in terms of your bracelet, and those are perfect for it. All you need is 1 or 2 on a piece of cord.
Isn't cord huge at the moment?
It certainly is.
It is.
Certainly is.
But men and women as well.
Exactly. And using those, perfect, job done, quick, easy make. High profits on that. You can put 2 or 3 on a piece of cord, you know, and sell it for about £10 minimum.
The profits,
I mean,
huge. Just to mention as well, speaking of that, we have got some lovely variety of hemp cord coming up later as well, just to help you as well with all your designs. But I tell you what, even my cousin, our lovely Steve Bennett, that co-founded this business, I never thought I'd see the day. I mean, even he wears a friendship bracelet now with a cord. He's got a lovely, rutilated quartz that he walked to the North Pole with as well on cord. And again, it is very masculine. I know our Mark Smith would rave about the cord as well, and it is fantastic, really fantastic. So this is, right, we are down to, we had about 100 of these, 70 have gone already, so well done. You're all buying 2s and 3s. Irene and Ron have got 2, Pauline's got 2, and on Greater London's got 2, Tracy's had 3, Patricia's had 3, Janet's had 2, Mary's had 2, and again, I mean, even the likes of David Beckham, you know, all these films of Robbie Williams, all these people have all got friendship bracelets, all the gentlemen as well. They're so huge.
Yeah, I mean, Pharrell Williams, the singer who sings Happy, he's got his own line of of jewellery, and he uses not just typical male colours. He wears pinks and purples.
Oh, he's so beautiful though. He can get away with it, can't he?
But also,
so beautiful.
Also, 4th of August is International Friendship Day.
Now that's a good idea, isn't it?
That's right. So if you're doing friendship bracelets,
now's the time.
There you go.
Oh, I like it. And then if you have got a stall, you can actually say, then can't you, today is International Friendship Day. All these little things, these little tips help you sell. So just to reiterate here, 50 of the faceted rice beads, 50 of the puffy rice beads, and those wonderful trilogy sort of gorgeous spacers as well. Now, they will all go, so can I just say, you do need to think about checking out just to ensure. So Laurie, Lindsay, Sarah Gaynor, Paula, Toy and Sharon and Nonny Greater London, we're practically nearly sold out. If you all check out, they've gone. Okay, that's what we mean by over allocated. So wow, you're having a lovely start to the show, and there's so much more to come, so it's so exciting. Now, I just said to you we'd have some hemp cord. So because our lovely producer has just heard me say that, he said, well, how about we do the next for you? As we've just been talking about the lovely friendship bracelets, and it gives you, as 4th of August is International Friendship Day, it gives you just shy of a month to get your creations made, doesn't it? Okay, so let me show you these lovely natural colours. Ideal for the unisex that we've just been talking about, and the masculine, obviously anybody at all, but it does, we do have the lovely colourful bracelet cords coming up as well, but these are fantastic, aren't they? Now, our hemp cord comes in these beautiful natural colours, and the assorted colours we'll show you in a moment, and they literally burst with colour. Okay, now just looking at the ones we've just shown you, they are 4x9mm, okay, on the natural, 4x9 meters, pack of 4, right, let me get this right, let me read this properly, pack of 4, 9 meters at 0.5mm, 0.5mm and 1mm, so, okay, I'll just show you this, so this one here is 0.5mm, okay, let's just make sure you got this right. Yeah, so gorgeous natural colours, 0.5mm and 1mm, so you want the different sizes, of course. And then these are the colours where I said absolutely bursting with colour. 10 in each, and 10 yards of each, and again, assorted 0.5mm and 1mm again. Now, these are ideal for, obviously, adding your gemstones, your friendship bracelets, macramé. My goodness me, Mark Smith would be bubbling over with excitement for macramé with these, wouldn't he? Really easy to work with, ideal for making necklaces, bracelets, anklets, earrings, charms, brooches, watch bands, friendship bands, you name it. And they do seem to, I tend to find with a hemp cord that when you start utilising these, and they are perfect for watch straps as well. A lot of people use them for watch straps. It's again because obviously they don't sweat or anything, so they're nice and neutral on the wrist. They're nice and cooling. They're wonderful. So and because you get the colour of the hemp cord, it seems to sort of almost exaggerate the colour of the gemstones. You'll see what I mean when you start working with them. And give you an idea, when I sell the gemstones, so let's say for example on our sister channel, we sold an amethyst gemstone bracelet with the corresponding purple cord, with the tie, with the clasp. We're talking easily, we were talking about $14.95, $19.95 just with an amethyst with the purple corresponding cord. I mean, they really are good profit margin makers. They really, really are. Now, £13.80 for all of those. Gosh, okay. So you've got your natural and assorted colours in 0.5mm and 1mm. Oh, he's done $6.95. Oh my word! And look at these colours; they're beautiful. You've got these lovely beiges and chocolates, purples, oranges, turquoise, blues, blacks, reds, greens, yellows. They're just amazing. They're lovely. And then the natural, I think the neutral, I tell you what, these with the ammonites we've just bought, you would look lovely, wouldn't they? Gorgeous. Blacks and chocolates and whites and beige. They're lovely. Half the stock has gone already. I tell you what, you'd have a field day with these, Angela, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I've got two things in mind for those.
Yeah.
Kids are on holiday.
Just about, aren't they?
Yeah. Get the kids involved.
Exactly.
Get them making some friendship bracelets, like with the, you know, the beads, space beads we talked about before. You know, get them making. But also, some people run their businesses by doing workshops with the elderly and rehabilitation centres and things like that.
Yeah.
So using the cord, colours are fabulous because they're bright, people can see them.
Yep.
It's nice in terms of sensory, the feelings of the hands.
That's a good point.
You know?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Stimulants to the colours as well.
Absolutely. So some people actually run their business by going in and running jewellery making classes.
Yeah.
So, you know, another avenue to, you know, to your business.
And again, there's lots of these, obviously there's a lot of charity things that come up as well. A lot of people running for charity, walking for charity. You know, as our lovely Angela just said, we're coming to the end of, you know, a lot of the schools before their holidays, and throughout the year, seasonally, they have craft fairs, don't they, and raise money for the schools and whatever. And again, as you say, get your children involved if you've got children, of course. And they're a lovely, soft, lovely, very, very easy to work with the cords. You've got all of these. I mean, there are so many. These will be gone shortly. So, Samina, Lynn, oh gosh, I've got 3 Lynns in order there. Lynn in Tyne and Weir, Lynn in Kent and Lynn in Hertfordshire. So all the Lynns get checking out, my lovelies. Jean, Samila, Eleanor and Anon. Fantastic, $6.95. All those gorgeous colours, 0.5mm and 1mm gauge. And it's great because you've got the unisex as well. Fantastic, they're lovely. Absolutely lovely. I mean, it says here on the back, perfect for knotting, macrame and kumahima, mix it up to create some fabulous multicolour designs. Absolutely. Don't just have to work with the one colour, do you? Mix them up, you know, braid them, twist them together, they'd look lovely. You could have red, white and blue, go patriotic, just fantastic. Fantastic. Am I going to go and see my lovely Angela? Okay, right then, are you ready for your, can I just say, when I walked in today and I saw the unique designs that Angela has made, kind of thing where you look at it and think, I didn't know I wanted to buy something like that until right this minute when I've looked at it. They're just fantastic. So we'll go across to the first kit of 3, okay? So please join me and we'll go over. Sorry about that, but you know what? Our lovely Angela has made that much with this kit. She just kept bringing more on. We're like, come on. I tell you what, that was worth the wait, Angela.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Now, I'm so excited. This is just the first of one of 3 kits. This is so wonderful. Now, the kits come in 2 sections, okay? And as you can see here, my goodness me, she's made everything. Everything from, and I'll tell you now, those labradorite connectors there in the centre of that bracelet are wonderful. Absolutely. I mean, look at these. We've got photo frames, we've got necklaces, we've got dramatic drop earrings, we've got bracelets, we've got everything you can imagine, and every style that you can imagine. And this is just wonderful. Now, I'll talk you through the kits, shall I? And then we'll go to our lovely Angela and she can talk us through everything and sort of go through the business aspect of it. Now, first of all, you're going to get these lovely 3 strands of beautiful, beautiful gemstones. So just get these in front of you first of all, okay? So you've got your gorgeous 180 carats in the centre of your wonderful, I mean, we're talking about history of the Ammonites, but you've got wonderfully thousands of year old lapis lazuli there and the perfectly versatile 8mm rounds. You've then also got the 6mm rounds of your lovely, lovely shell pearls, and then your 10mm rounds. So a good choice of sizes in your shells there as well. We are then bringing you some beautiful chain. Okay, so 1 metre of your chain. So let me just show you these because these are lovely as well. 1 metre of 925 solid sterling silver on the oval link chain. And then the other design is your snake chain. Oh, they're so lovely, your snake chain. So your snake chain is, just double checking, yeah, 1 metre again, 1 metre, and that's your 1mm. So the smaller of the 2 here is your actual snake chain. Okay, and you get a whole metre of each in solid 925 sterling silver. Okay. Then you've got these wonderful connectors. Now, we actually saw these being used the other day, and my goodness me, our lovely, lovely Angela has made the most fantastic pieces with these. They're lovely. But they're wonderful connectors or pendants, and you get 3 pairs of these, yeah. So 6 in total. So if you were going to use them as earrings, then obviously that's 3 pairs of earrings. And then you've got your threading pack. So everything you could possibly want. Let me just show you these as well. Okay, so you've got your threading pack. So you've got your 6 metres of your clear elastic. You've got your 80 metres of your monofilament. And your beading thread. Everything you could, and we've got a whole range of findings as well. Okay. So, are we going to do each kit individually, Phil? Yeah, okay, just making sure that I know what we're doing. So we'll bring you the price in for this. Now, £53.15 is realistically where we should be at for this kit. That's including your beautiful white shell pearls and your 6mm and your 10mm, so good considerable size, and that 180 carats of lapis lazuli, fantastic. Plus your connectors, plus all that chain, 2 metres of solid sterling silver chain. Right then, let's get the price in. I'm intrigued, Angela, as to what we're going to go to here. Over £50 is where we should be. Hello.
Wow. Hello indeed.
Hello, midweek naughty cheeky price. We like that, don't we, Angela?
That is very, very good. Very good.
Oh my word! I mean, let's just think about it, right? The chain alone, realistically. I mean, if we go by what we've just brought you, a rose gold-plated sterling silver chain, 1 metre for £8.95. So theoretically, if we work on that, we're talking just shy of £18 just for the sterling silver chain, aren't we? Let's just think about it that way. And then you're getting all the connectors, all the findings, whatever you, plus the pearls, 2 strands, plus the lapis lazuli, plus your beading thread, and your monofilament and your clear elastic. So again, you can make those wonderful friendship bracelets that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my word, I can't believe that. $32.95. And again, a lovely neutral
you
kit
are,
as well.
You are. And that's the beauty of it, is work it on its own or work it with other pieces and other gems that you've got.
Yeah.
But even as a standalone kit, for me personally, it is so classic.
Yeah.
Your designs cannot fail to sell. They're beautiful.
And with the lapis lazuli and the pearl, great nautical jewellery.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
And again, nautical's really in again at the moment.
Yeah. Every
Really
year.
Yeah.
It's in, isn't it?
It is nautical.
In the spring and summer.
Absolutely, it is. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, the designs you've created.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Well, for me, there's a couple of philosophies that I have in my business, and that is that every woman should own pearls.
Totally agree.
Every woman should own white or cream, and also a black or dark colour.
Oh, to go a bit more mysterious.
Absolutely.
I like it, Angela.
And if you have nothing else, if a woman that has nothing else other than those 3 colours, then they're made.
Exactly.
It can take you anywhere.
That's the great thing. Dress it up, dress it down. Sophistication, raise your game, casual, dressy. Totally agree.
Absolutely. So for me, this is the sort of kit I absolutely love to work with and to sell.
Yeah.
Because I know that if you do classic designs, they're going to go.
Always going to sell.
Always going to go. I mean, I've done a very simple drop of earrings, and look, I've got mine on today.
And look, and again, with
Always
all
wear
due respect,
mine.
Lovely and simple, but so effective.
Yeah. And very wearable, and that's what people like. Yes, you know, if your style is very creative, very statement, you know, go for it. Wonderful.
But not everybody's like that.
But not everybody's like that.
No.
And if that is your style, this kit again is perfect, because you can incorporate it into your style of jewellery, and you can do those standalone, like on this necklace here.
Such a classic, isn't
you
it?
can wear it to a wedding, a funeral, a birthday, wear it to the office, wear it out with the girls for a drink.
Absolutely. Anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
And with all due respect, I hope you don't mind me saying, but like with those earrings that we just saw there, you've literally added an earring finding, a little bit of chain, one of the 6mm round pearls, one of the lapis lazuli, and what a gorgeous effect.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Just beautifully sophisticated.
And if you're selling, always remember that your customer will look at a piece and think, if I'm charging, for example, those earrings, I don't know if we can get the slide on, Phil, with the kit breakdown, but I've got a pair of earrings for £40, which is the silver ones.
Right. Okay.
The drop ones on the front, and a customer will look and think, okay, £40, how often am I going to wear them?
Yeah.
Where am I going to wear them?
First thing I think.
Yeah. And if it's a gift, will the person who I'm giving it to wear it?
Yeah.
And that will then justify that price point.
Yeah. And that's the thing sometimes, because we know we want something, but sometimes we do have to justify our outlay, don't we?
Absolutely.
When we're buying jewellery particularly.
That's right, you know. So if your customer is thinking, well, it's sterling silver,
yep,
you know, it's a precious metal, it's not going to cause any reactions.
No irritation, absolutely.
That's right. It's a colour that I can wear every day with so many different styles and outfits.
Absolutely.
It's a non-offensive style, so I can wear it wherever, dress it up, dress it down. Then they will think, yeah, actually, I can see why I'm spending that money.
Exactly. So you're talking about £40 for those earrings with the pearls and the lapis lazuli?
Sorry, these ones with the sterling silver.
Oh, okay.
These ones here.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Lovely.
So on our breakdown, I always do a breakdown and we always put it up on Facebook. And my breakdown is I take the kit and I take look at the amount of pieces that I've made.
Oh, okay. From what was within the kit?
From the kit.
I've got you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea.
And I give a guide and a suggestion, and these are guides and suggestions only, of what you could potentially sell your pieces for.
Oh, that's clever.
So I do a low range and a mid range. And the low range is for somebody who's perhaps not that confident in selling their pieces, don't understand their customer, their market, and need some guidance. The mid range is perhaps for somebody who is a bit more confident and think, a bit more experienced. So use that as a guide. But once you're confident in your pieces, in your makes, in your customer group, you know where you're selling, and you understand your customer and your market, then price at whatever price you choose and you feel is appropriate. So breaking down the kit, if I was to sell everything here at the lowest price range, we're looking at about £300. Wow. Yeah.
Oh my word.
That's the value in the kit. And you know, these prices are very conservative.
And we've just gone to £32.95.
I know.
£32.95.
I know.
And you're talking the most conservative, and I can see your breakdown here now. And that was all from that one kit.
Yes.
And you took and your mid range, I can see the increase there. Am I allowed to read that out?
Yeah, of course you can.
And on the mid range there then, £445.
Yeah.
I knew we had profit margin and potential in our kits, but I had no idea. Sorry, you've just rendered me actually speechless, and that doesn't happen. I didn't.
Yeah. See, when you break it down like this, and you know, we're not talking mega bucks. We're talking £8 for these simple classic earrings here. I don't know if we can get a shot of that.
£8 you charge for those?
£8.
I'll snap your hand off.
For these ones.
I would snap your hand off.
So do you see what I mean? They're not extortionate. It's £8 at the low range, and they're £8 because you've got the gorgeous gems, but also because you've included sterling silver.
Sterling silver, yeah.
Now, if you was to package them in a box, like I've done on some of those, and you understand your market, then you know you could be looking potentially at about £15 plus.
And that's the thing as well, because we also sell, again, as you say, with the earring boxes, you've got the presentation. If you then added some of the anti-tarnishing squares that we have as well, these are all attention to detail, aren't they?
Absolutely. So the potential.
And Angela, you're taking it lower than that.
Oh my goodness!
We were so busy yakking about making money. 27.
Wow.
Is that you just got under the £5, Phil? Oh my word! I am absolutely not. And as you said, you called this the beach wedding on the kit. What a lovely idea.
Yeah. Well, that was actually from Pip. Pip upstairs named it. And yes, use it for your weddings, use it as bridesmaid gifts, use it as a mother of the bride.
You've got you something blue because of your lapis lazuli.
That's right. But as I say, this kit will take your customers, if you're selling, to so many different places, different outlets, to work, to coffee, to lunch with the girls. Yeah. It's one of those kits that for me, and you know, I've designed the style of jewellery in terms of what I know sells for me and many of my clients, and it's this very wearable everyday style.
It's just
beautiful.
And from this one kit you've made 1, 2, 3, 4 necklaces. 2 pairs of earrings, is it?
Yeah, 2 pairs of earrings.
And that beautiful...
3 pairs of earrings and a bracelet.
And a bracelet.
8 pieces altogether.
From one kit at under £30.
And I've got loads left over. They're all in my box underneath. But there's loads of sterling silver, loads of beads left over. So you could actually make several bracelets and a couple of more pair of earrings, you know, to add to your profit margins.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you tell? I am absolutely, and I must say, for me personally, I would buy every single one of these designs. Normally, when you look, with all due respect, when you look at it, you know, when I look at a guest designer's range, sometimes I think, oh, there's one or two that wouldn't necessarily be my style. Yeah. Every one of those. Yeah. Every single one I would buy. And beautiful. And
that is my style. I mean, our guest designers are all awesome and they're all amazing, you know, and I envy the talent of all of them.
And
I really do.
But they create for such an array of taste, don't they?
Absolutely.
It's wonderful.
Absolutely. And my style is very much the everyday woman. Yeah. Yeah, the woman who just needs to throw on some earrings to run down the road to pick up the kids from school. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and for me, as I said, for me personally, and for many of my clients, when we're putting together collections, this is the style, this is the sort of colours and the sort of materials that's out. You can't go wrong with that. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous kit.
Profit margin's fantastic, and it's so wonderful to actually see it physically broken down. It's knockout. Absolutely. So Josephine, Catherine, Linda, Beverly, Irene, Catherine, Lynn. There's lots of Lynns today, aren't there? It's a Lynn-tastic show. That profit opportunity is, and again, coming up later, don't forget, send us your messages in, because Angela is here to answer your questions. She's going to teach you how to market your jewellery, how to sell your jewellery. She's got a lovely cheeky insider 7 tips coming up as well. Now, just to make sure that you can create all of these designs, there is a second part to the kit, okay? And this is our lovely, beautiful findings kit. Is it sterling silver? Yeah, sterling silver. Okay, right, there we go. Sorry, I was just waiting for all the information to come up there. Okay, so I must just say, these, if I can I just run and get my tweezers? Hang on a second, let me just get my tweezers. Because it's a 60-piece set. We are in solid sterling silver. I want to just show you one of these, because these are wonderful. For me personally, if I was creating jewellery, I would buy this kit just for these labradorite connectors. They are genius. 925 sterling silver, you get 5 of these. They're 9mm, and you've got that gorgeous labrador essence coming through. You're also getting your jump rings. Okay, so you've got your jump rings down here. Just tilt this up a little bit for you so you can see everything. You've got your jump rings, open jump rings at 5mm, or silver again. You've got your silver crimp covers. Okay, 5x4, you get 10 of these. Okay, you've got your shepherd hook earrings. Okay, you've then got 2 sets of head pins. You've got the round ball head pin and the flat head pin. Okay, you've got your toggle clasp. You've got your crimp tubes, 20 of those. 50 centimetres of beautiful chain. And that's your oval link chain, and then you've got the lovely ribbon ends as well. Okay, and so your essential finding kit does come in your lovely organza bag as well. Now, the price that we bring you these at will effectively mean that those beautiful, and that bracelet you've created, Angela, with the labradorite connector is just gorgeous. And with all due respect, I think the labradorite connector makes it.
Oh, it definitely, without a doubt. That connector is stunning, and the quality is just fabulous.
I've never seen them. I've never seen labradorite connectors like that.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
They are beautiful. Absolutely. With this price drop that my lovely producer Phil's going to bring us now, it basically means those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no less, labradorite connectors are free of charge. Wow.
Wow.
$24.95 for that kit. $24.95, and we're talking jump rings, crimp covers, crimp tubes, head pins. We've got earrings with the hooks. We've got the S hook. We've got the toggle clasp, the crimp tubes, the chain. You know, the ribbon endings. It's never ending. And 5 solid 925 sterling silver labradorite connectors.
Yeah.
So the labradorite connectors are 5mm, but the whole connector itself is 9mm, if that makes sense. Can we just look at that bracelet that you created as well?
Yes, of course. Yes. I think it's this one here.
This one here. Can we just look at this one again? This grabbed my attention when I walked in today. so subtle, so effective, but excuse me if you mind me saying this, but so relatively simple to create. If you don't mind me saying, I don't want to seem rude, but simple to make.
Well, everybody knows that I don't do complicated.
You're my kind of designer, because I get frightened by complexity.
You know, very simple, very classic, but it's wearable.
Yeah.
It's very wearable. You know, you can give that to a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
A mum, a new mum, your mother, your sister,
anybody.
Your cousin, anybody.
Any age,
and
timeless.
Yeah, and I'm pretty confident that designs like this people will buy and will wear, and that's the thing, because unless it's wearable, there's no point making it or trying to sell it. And it's simple, it's classic, but yet it's so beautiful.
And labradorite, really the gemstone of the moment. For me, that will not date.
No, it won't. It will never go out of fashion. And I've also done something very similar on the pendant here. And just used, again, very similar style with the connectors.
But look at that, 2 connectors and 2 pearls.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 6mm rounds, 2 labradorite connectors in your chain.
And you know, for anybody who is starting out, I always say you don't need to be highly skilled or technical to be able to make and sell jewellery. You know, I always say, you know, as little effort for as much reward as possible.
Absolutely, and I like your thinking. I do. We've just had a question come in. I'm sorry, I was paying every bit of attention as well, but we've just had a message come in saying, can I see the chains again, please? Well, this is from the first kit. Okay, so this is your first kit of the chains with your oval link here, obviously, and then your gorgeous. These are your 3x2 oval link chain, and that's your 1 mil, 1 metre of each in solid 925 sterling silver. And then in the second kit, you also get chain. You get this lovely 50 centimetres of chain. Okay, this is in your second kit, and that's 3x2 with the bolt ring clasp. If I can just show you, the clasp is actually already done for you. Okay, so with your bolt ring clasp as well. So 50 centimetres in that kit at $24.95, and a metre of each in solid 925 with the oval link and the snake chain in the first kit that we bought that to you at $27.95. Okay, my lovelies.
This chain,
the snake chain.
Oh my goodness, absolutely love it.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely love it.
Really catches the light, doesn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. And again, you know, you don't have to embellish it. You don't have to add things to it. It is just so
standalone, beautiful, isn't it?
On its own.
Now, I've had a question come in for you, my lovely girl, and it's from Angela to Angela. So there you go. And Angela said, can you ask Angela in the studio, obviously, about what design she would package in a box and how much to charge for the box? Would you pack everything else in organza bags? So at what point do you pop it in a box?
Okay, thanks for your question, Angela, by the way, thank you. Personally, if I was selling this collection, everything would go in a box. Everything would be sold. So I was
going to say exactly the same.
Yeah, I would have some things on display as it is, and then some things in boxes as part of your display.
Yep.
So your customer can see what it's going to look like in terms of the final presentation, because part of being able to receive a gift either for yourself or your loved one, the excitement is opening that package, isn't it?
And I'm going to agree, every single time I give jewellery to a friend or family member, every time I put it into a box.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Without exception. I don't care what I've made, what I've spent, it's regardless.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's, say, you know, you've done a pair of earrings for £2 or £3, then organza gift bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're dealing with a kit like this, high quality products, high quality
lapis lazuli, like
absolutely high quality materials, the last thing you want to do is detract from the display, from the piece by devaluing it.
Absolutely.
And just putting it in a bag.
Yeah.
So
it automatically looks cheaper, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah,
it does. So always factor in the cost of your box.
So what would you charge, so that we can answer Angela as well? Do you charge extra to pop it in the box?
Well, what I do is I factor the price of the box.
Got you.
Okay. Okay, so for example, if we look at the earrings down the front that we said was £8,
yeah,
and I was putting them in a box, and the box, for example, cost me £1.50, I might then factor an extra £3, because remember, you're always looking for profit. So that pair of earrings would now be not just £8, but you would add another 3.
Yep.
So it would be 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
So round it up to about £12,
yep,
and sell that piece in the box for £12. It's still a reasonable price.
And it's also a clever way to market, because as Angela will back me up here, I'm sure, if you've worked out the cost of that box into your design, and somebody says how much for the earrings and you say £12, and they say how much for the box, no, I'll throw the box in.
That's right. Absolutely.
Good marketing.
You get the box and the bag.
Customers happy.
Yeah, and even throw in an extra organza gift bag as well. And
do you know what we've done today as well, Angela?
What's that?
We've got some organza gift bags for you as well.
Fabulous.
So you got the whole package.
Yeah.
That's what we thought, because we got you today.
Oh, brilliant. No, absolutely fabulous. But I would definitely package all that in. The amount of customers that say to me when they've purchased something, thank you, you've saved me so much time.
Absolutely.
Because they're not just buying your piece of jewellery, they're buying the convenience as well.
Totally agree.
Yeah, they're buying the convenience. So
it's ready to wrap.
Or what I then do is I have these beautiful gift bags, so it goes in a beautiful box in a gift bag.
Lovely.
And sometimes I even offer them to select a card free.
Oh, wonderful.
Agree. Job done.
Great, absolutely.
And therefore that's going to stand you out over your competitors,
yep,
who then have to go, you know, the customer buys the jewellery and then have to go somewhere to look for the box and the bag.
It's a nice experience for the customer then as well.
Exactly.
It is, it's lovely, and the whole thing's done for you. And as you say, you haven't got to then park up somewhere, drive somewhere, get the box. And let's face it, the cost of boxes in high street shops, they're
not cheap.
They're not cheap by any. I tell you,
no.
I started buying all my gift boxes from here.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
Everything, because they're so cost effective and they're good quality again.
And the quality is super.
Quality.
And again, that's another really good point. So thank you for raising that.
It's okay, Angela.
Is that if you've got quality pieces of jewellery, don't undervalue your work by putting them in a lesser quality box.
Absolutely.
Get a good quality box. Even, you know, spend that little bit extra and have your name, business name, you know, incorporated in that box. It will make all the difference to getting your sale.
Absolutely, and they look lovely. And I must say, I think the gift boxes are beautiful. Totally agree. And your jewellery looks beautiful. And again, it works great if you have the busts and the T-bars and the ring stands to display them openly on your stall and then box them up for your customer. These little gift bags are perfect. These organza gift bags. I'll show you one at a time. Okay, lovely organza gift bags. They're drawstring. Okay, so they're this beautiful sort of black, gorgeous bag. And then, as you can see, there's a little bit of see-through. So they've got that little bit of mystery as well. So you'll see the design slightly through, and then simple drawstring. So they look really pretty, really effective, and they're lovely. I buy these in bulk now. They're great all year through as well. Christmas, wedding favours, you know, gifts for bridesmaids, gifts for your friends, wintertime, Christmas. They are wonderful.
And they're a great colour as well. The neutrality of them, so you can put men, women, children. It's a non-offensive colour and style.
Have you noticed as well in the organza bag? If I just pop this here, look, we've actually also got on here. It actually says handmade gemstone jewellery. Can you see that? There we go. Handmade. Now straight away, gemstone jewellery there, handmade gemstone jewellery. Straight away, that's added value to your jewellery.
Yes.
Just having that on the organza gift bag, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Handmade.
Because if you're promoting yourself as a handmade jewellery designer, and you can have packaging that reflects that and it says it.
Rubber stamps what you create. Absolutely. Totally agree. And and again, good quality. Beautiful. They're so pretty. Really lovely. Okay, so let me just show you that again. Now, $17.25 is our should-be price. We're not going to stay there. You're going to get 25 of these. Oh my word! I wish I want to be at home. I want to be at home. I want to be at home because I want to buy these because they're going for £6. £9.95. That price was like, shall I? Shall I? Yeah.
That is, honestly, that is superb.
What's that per bag, please? We need to know.
How much per bag?
20. Oh, no, right. I challenge you. Go into one of your high street stores that sell little bags like this. Try seeing what they'll charge you for one. I bet you won't be 28 pence, will it?
Wow.
Not a chance.
That is good.
Not black. Now, for those of you that want to know what colour they are, just to make sure, they are black, and they've got this beautiful, beautiful sort of lilac purple. Lovely lilac purple. Now, Alexandra's come in. Hello, Alex. You all right, lovely? Alex said, I popped my business card in too.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, you know, use whatever you can to, you know, let your customer, I always say that, you know, when you get a sale, don't let that be the last time your customer comes back to you.
Absolutely.
Give them some literature so that they can come back. Give them a reason to keep coming back, but not just them, their friends as well.
Exactly. And if you do put your business card in there, good point, Alex, because if you've got a website or if you've got your email address, it's a great way to build your marketing. Yeah. Get their business card off them, start to email you. I'm going to be at this show, I'm going to be at this craft fair. It's all about repeat word of mouth as well. Okay. Yeah. And again, you could put, if you were looking to do if you wanted to say recommend a friend, and it's 10% off.
Absolutely.
All these ideas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, we know from statistics that are out there that jewellery is one of the top 5 gifts for giving throughout the year.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that's why, you know, I always say to people on my course, you know, now is a perfect time to start a jewellery business. Yeah. Because there's never going to be a time where people are not giving jewellery as gifts. So, you know, don't just let that customer get away. Get their contact details and, you know, keep marketing to them so that they can become regular customers. Yeah. And packaging, you know, I cannot.
Packaging is everything.
It is.
Totally agree.
It really is.
Totally agree. And if you have just messaged in, can I just say as well, it does say, as we said there, handmade, if I just get that into there for you, handmade gemstone jewellery. And don't forget, all of the gemstones you buy from Jewellery Maker are genuine. Okay, so you can absolutely ensure that that is the case. Cara, our lovely guest designer from the Isle of Wight, hello, lovely. She just said, hi again, ladies. I totally agree with Angela. I always factor in wrapping, as it makes all the difference when a person leaves with it all ready to give. I totally agree.
Totally agree.
Totally agree.
You know, and, you know, with Christmas coming up, if you're doing Christmas fairs, then offer that gift wrapping service with your Christmas paper, or use whatever packaging you can offer to stand out and to get that edge, because
make it
customers
unique,
will
make
pay
it special.
for that. Yeah,
absolutely. Really, really lovely, really lovely. Now, I've just been handed by our lovely Phil. Hi, Phil. Hi. You look like a palm tree today, Phil.
Yeah, if I look.
It's that beach wedding look, he's going for that.
No, as you can see here, as we're presenting this jewellery by our lovely Angela, when you create a jewellery as special as this is, that from these lovely kits, quality gemstones, quality findings, solid sterling silver, the gift boxes, the organza bags at 28 pence each, for goodness sake. Now, I'm sure Angela will agree, this, what we call a display tea bar, are on your craft stalls. These are invaluable, without question, because they're very sturdy. They've got this lovely smooth finish, so it's not going to catch on any jewellery. They are wonderful. They actually, you will be amazed at how many strands of bracelets and necklaces and anklets or whatever you can actually get onto one of these. You can get an awful lot on there, and they are, I didn't realise we actually sold these. I think that's a fantastic idea for you, because again, display is everything, isn't it?
It certainly is. you know, the amount of times I've said on shows, hence why, you know, I always put them in boxes and busts and, you know, create these display stands, but you're getting the right equipment will make the difference.
Exactly.
Because, you know, if you're trying to showcase a beautiful bracelet for, you know, 30, 40, 50 pounds, and you just have it draped on a table, it doesn't give the same impact.
Of course it doesn't.
It doesn't say this is top quality.
Exactly. This has been looked after and
Exactly.
cared for.
Exactly.
I've cared about this. This here now, not only does it look beautiful, but if you don't mind me saying, Angela, it shows that Angela cares about what she's created and she wants to take the time to present it to you lovingly. It makes all the difference.
It does.
Comes alive as well, doesn't it?
It does, and people will then be able to see what they're buying into
and what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
You know, 40 of these are gone on. Get me. So again, if you came to a store, for example, and let's say we have these pearls, and they're on your store, and they're literally just, excuse me, we're making all this noise, but they're just laid on the table like that. Well, they look fine, but the second you, and again, this is the key, if you've only got a certain amount of table space, okay, there's only so much you can get onto there. The second you raise this up, okay, the second you raise these up, you've got all the space, they're draped beautifully, or if they're on the bust, you can see how lovely they are. Customers can look around them, they can pick them up easier. Everything about these T-bar stands is just fantastic for space as well as draping the gemstones and letting them see them. And again, and oh, I've got an anonymous. See, I've got one of these at home. This is exactly what I do.
Yeah, because I mean, I've got, like so many of you, hundreds and hundreds of pieces, and if they're just in a box, they're going to get tangled and damaged
and you forget they're there
and
as
you
well.
forget. But I, like you said, I've got loads of busts, loads of the bracelet bars, and have my pieces displayed.
I've got in my wardrobe, I've got all my jewellery, and then I've got a couple of these. They sit at the front of of everything, and then all my bracelets, as you said, and all my necklaces are all on here. They're all displayed. They're in my wardrobe. They're on a shelf, and I just put it down, pick off which one I want, and straight back again. And it's wonderful.
Yeah. It's organised, isn't it? It's good organisation. But also, if you're running jewellery parties.
Yeah,
you know, and things can get mislaid or lost, you know, and you might also have limited space as well.
Exactly.
In somebody's home. If you're running a party. Fabulous.
They're brilliant. Now, I don't know what price we're going to. When I bought mine was, I think mine was about $12.95 or something. Mine was.
Okay.
What are we going for?
Whoa.
Are we going to $6.95?
Whoa.
I'll tell you now,
wow,
Angela,
I need a few more of these.
Well, and again, I wish you could feel the quality. They're very substantial. They really, really are. They're beautiful. They're lovely and smooth. They're lovely and got this almost like a soft leather feel almost. They're lovely and smooth. So they're not going to scratch your gemstones. They're going to protect them. They look wonderful. And again, for space, this for me is all about space. It really is.
I mean, also, and if you look at professional jewellery sellers, like professional windows, high street jewellers, this is the sort of equipment that they use.
Exactly. You go and look in a high street jewellers, you will see watches sitting on these, because again, they'll tie them up, they'll wrap them around your bracelets, your watches, your friendship bracelets. These will be in, as you said, your high quality jeweller windows as well. So it's this lovely black leatherette T-bar bracelet, and they're lovely, lovely.
Also, if I know some of our customers, they have space in shops, in shop cabinets, you know, and boutiques where they display their pieces. And so, you know, often the boutique owner or the shop owner would want you to bring not just your jewellery but your own display equipment.
Your own display equipment, absolutely.
So again, if this is something that you're thinking about doing for the future, have to have. Have to have.
You don't realise how, it's one of those things, when you get one, you don't realise how versatile they are and how many uses you can have them for.
Absolutely. They are brilliant.
Even if you don't sell your own jewellery, when you're making your jewellery as well, it's somewhere to keep your designs that you've made for your friends and family as well. Now, 100 of these have gone already. We're not surprised at £6.95. That is incredible value for money. We've got a message come in. Thank you so much for your messages, everybody. We love you getting involved, don't we, Angela?
Yeah, we do. It's great to hear from you.
So the message is, you can message in on 60777. Start your text with JM Studio, or you can instant message us as well. And as I said, our lovely Angela is here with waiting for your questions, aren't you, lovely girl?
Yeah.
And Maxine, hello. Maxine's my mum in America. She calls me her mum. She calls herself my mum. And she said, I am just learning to make jewellery, and I am buying the bags just in case I do learn to make jewellery. Maxine, I have every confidence in you, lovely lady. The bags are brilliant value for money, can't believe it.
They are.
Jacqueline, hi Zena, hello. I bought some coloured tissue paper and wrapped my jewellery in them. And then, I love tissues. And again, really good way to add value and protect the jewellery. It's lovely. And then you put them in the organza bags, and it automatically makes them more attractive. Jackie,
absolutely,
totally
brilliant idea. And also, you know, if you've got these days, you can get all sorts of coloured tissue papers, and if you can get one to match in with your logo and branding, then how fabulous! And but also the organza gift bag, because they're a neutral colour, will go with whatever.
Every single have we got any of the organza gift bags left, Phil? We've got some left. Okay, that's all right then. As we said, if you've just messaged in these lovely organza gift bags with the fact that it says as well handmade genuine jewellery, handmade gemstone jewellery, which all of our gemstones are completely genuine, and of course you'll be creating your jewellery handmade. We've bought you 25 of those. 25 of those for £6.95, which equates to 28 pence. And as we said, even if you don't use them for jewellery making, they're great for gift bags anyway, for anything. Lovely message from Hazel. Hello, Hazel. Is it okay to have a key on a stall, please, Angela? E.g. red label 5. Oh, okay, I've got you. So £5 is blue, red. £10 is blue. You are one of my favourite presenters, Zena. Oh, Hazel, thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you. So pricing key. I like that idea.
It's a great way of being able to, because you know, sometimes we've all been there. We have the little tags off our jewellery, and sometimes they can get in the way and it can spoil the look of the jewellery, and then they get tangled. So having a pricing key is a fabulous way of doing it.
It's great because you just can go to a whole section of the table and go, that's all £5.
Exactly. What some people do is colour code it.
That's what she's saying.
So you might, for example, put a blue sticky on your bust or in a particular area, and then have like a display chart. So everything blue relates to £5. Everything red links to another colour.
As long as customers don't come up and start moving your stickers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the in terms of pricing, the Office of Fair Trading has set out some guidance around pricing, and the law around that is that your pricing must not be misleading.
Yes.
Okay. So you can't have, say, like, you know, a blue sticker on a necklace here, and then probably another necklace on it with no sticker, and then that necklace
it's got to be kept clear.
£10. It needs to be
not misleading,
clear.
which is fair enough, isn't it?
But yeah, the sticker, you know, system, absolutely fine.
Wonderful. So thank you, Angela, lovely girl, and thank you, Hazel, lovely message. Right, can we just say on this T-bar at just £6.95, do need to think about checking out, because Anne-Marie, Dawn, a non in Merseyside, a non in Kent, Melissa, Sunny, Cara, Angela, sorry, that's Phil dropping everything, Joan, a non in Derbyshire, Deborah, a non in Yorkshire, Pauline, Christine in Cumbria. You do need to just think about starting to check out. Sorry, we've had a bit of a malfunction in the studio, but it's okay, we'll get through it. It's live television after all. So just to recap, the lovely T-bar, I want another one for £6.95.
Well, you know, I need to get a few of those when I get home, because I bought some before I knew about Jewellery Maker, and they certainly weren't £6.95. They were a lot more than that.
And it's a good quality, and I'll tell you what, Maureen's Maureen's not daft, she bought 4 of them, haven't you, Maureen? Jacqueline's got 3. Most of you have bought 2. Janice has got 3. Wendy's just come in and bought 2. A lot of you are coming and getting these. And let me tell you now, even if you don't sell your jewellery, they are great for personally having your necklaces and your bracelets. I've taken all of my jewellery out of the boxes. They used to be hidden away. And I'll tell you what, I found some jewellery the other day because I did this. I took all my jewellery out of my boxes because I'd got some of these stands, and I actually found things that my late mother had passed down to me that I'd forgotten I'd got. And it's made all the difference to me knowing, and I know just from having some of these display stands in my wardrobe, it's made such a world of difference to me.
Really but they are great. But also, do you know, if you're doing commissions, and say, for example, you've done, say, like a Rachel Norris piece, a very big wire piece, then factor the cost of the bracelet stand into the piece of jewellery and give the bracelet stand as part of your commission.
Idea.
Because if you think about it, if you've got a great big chunky statement bracelet, you might not necessarily have a box to go with it, and, you know, and you have to think about how your customer's going to store that piece of jewellery. So if you factored in the cost of the stand and say to your customer,
that's a good idea.
That is part of our service, and they didn't know they were going to get the stand, so you've given it as part of your service.
That is great. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, hello, Sarah in Suffolk. She just said, "Can Angela make me a relaxation CD?" I love her voice. I know what you mean. I love her voice and could listen to her all day. I also love the ideas and inspiration she gives. Wonderful woman.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
She is gorgeous, isn't she?
Lovely. I mean, years ago in the former life, I used to do, because I've come from a corporate background, and at the end of the day, after doing, like, you know, management training, I used to do a relaxation session, get everybody to close their eyes, and I used to just speak really slowly and softly and let people drift into another world.
You have got a lovely voice.
I used to do that, you know, so you never know, it might be on its way.
There you go, thank you. Can I just say as well, don't forget, we have got these lovely, you can't really see them very well. In fact, I could, if I'd have got one of my backgrounds, I could have showed you. But in fact, if I just move the findings, let's just move those findings for a second. So just to make sure you got, if you're getting the T-bar, which I know an awful lot of you are, we've also got the wonderful opportunity to present on your stands. I'll just pop that behind so you can see them properly. There we go. 3 variations. Oops! Oh, I'm doing it now. Goodness me. Sorry about that. 3 variations of earring stands. Lovely and clear, so again, doesn't matter what colour of precious metals you've got in gemstones. Okay, you've then got these 3 lovely, again, great for displaying your rings, again, neutral, and then you've got the black, because some gemstones really work better against the black. So again, for your rings and for your earrings, you can then display, literally with a T-bar, and that set, you've got rings, ring mounts, earring mounts, bracelets, watches, necklaces, everything. And what was the price on these ones, my lovely? $9.95 for 3 earring stands and 4 ring mounts as well. Fantastic. We'll get there. Oh, Lorraine, I must have read your mind. Lovely. She just said, interesting about the storage, but do you have any display for earrings? Love the programme. Well, there you go, Lorraine. That was a bit, wasn't it? For £10, Lorraine, you've got these 3 variations of length of beautiful high-quality earring stands with the clear acrylic, and the ring displays in the clear again, and the black. So Lorraine, that was good timing, wasn't it? And that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piece. My goodness me, that's less than £2 per stand there. Wonderful, beautiful presentation. Yeah. And essential for raising your game, basically.
It is about raising your game. It is about saying, you know, I am a professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm professional, and as part of that, I display my work in a professional manner.
Absolutely.
But also, in the same vein, if you've made, you know, some really beautiful, detailed earrings as a commission, why not
work
give
that
it
into? And again, at these prices, you can work these in, Angela.
Easily.
And it not really raise the price of your jewellery anywhere, you know. I mean, if you think about it, less than £2. For even your very large earrings down there, less than £2, because we're talking $9.95 for 7 pieces there. So you're talking £1, gosh, what would that be? £1, just trying to work out what it is divided by 7. £1, we'll work it out just quickly. But you work that in.
It's not a huge amount.
Say £1.46,
yeah.
and you charge, let's say, double your money and sell it for £3.
Exactly.
You've covered your money. You've made
a little bit extra.
You've made a bit of profit,
and you're going to be you're going to stand out with your customer, who's going to be coming back and recommending you to their family.
Stand out.
Yeah.
Like it, Angela. Gonna stand out. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
But it's true, and straight away you've got that wow factor. If I came up to your stand, there was a beautiful pair of earrings, like the earrings that our lovely Angela's created, and then you said to me, there you go, would you like a gift bag? And I go, oh yeah, fantastic, all in a lovely box, and then in a lovely organza bag. And then you said to me, well, the earring stand is for you as well. I would be absolutely, and my word of mouth recommendation about you would it's the true, it's that thing of, if you are wowed by customer service, you tell everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, and on my course, at our business course, I teach, don't just satisfy your customer, delight your customer.
Under promise and over deliver.
Absolutely. I mean, who wants to be satisfied? You can go anywhere and be satisfied, but when your customer is delighted and that you've given them something they've not expected.
Exactly. Every time you get something over what you were expecting, it's just a lovely sensation.
It is.
Beautiful. Yeah. And somebody just said, be good for taking photographs of earrings if you sell them online. Again, that's a very, very good point. Whenever we photograph our pieces that our guest designers have made, if you look on the Facebook, on our website, they're always on the busts, they're always on the earring stands, they're always on the T-bars. That's exactly what you do, because you get that professional look.
And they will hang well as well, whereas if they're sat down, you can't see the full effect of them. So absolute must.
Well, think about it. When you go to the high street and you're looking for a fashionable item, the store presents their most profitable or their most beautiful, fashionable piece on a mannequin, on a bust, to give you the effect of what it will look like when it's on. And that's exactly what you're doing here. Presenting them as they would look when you're wearing them.
And all these things will give you that edge so that you can get that sale.
They all add up to the end result.
It does, you know, and I appreciate not everybody sells, but, you know, a lot of customers do. I was saying,
a lot of people do.
Yeah, I was saying to yourself, you know, we've run our Business Academy course consistently for over 3 years.
Well, there you go.
That tells us a lot of people are selling.
And we've just had a message come in, actually. Sorry, I didn't read it on. I do apologise. Read it out, sorry. And it's quite right. Delight and entice your customers back.
Absolutely. Don't just be happy with satisfying your customer. Delight them and go over and above what they expect.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, these, and again, it's quality. Yeah. Because I've seen, with all due respect, I've seen there is an array of earring stands out there, and some of them do actually detract from the beauty of your jewellery because they're not great. You want some beautiful, and I love the fact that these are neutral because they won't conflict. They won't, you know, they won't conflict against the gemstone no matter what colour you put on there or what precious metal. They'll be lovely. Okay. So a lot of you with them in your baskets though. So just quickly, Paula, Anon in Oregon, Diane, Jamal, Joanne, Ray, Jacqueline, Anon, Cheryl, Maria, Dawn, Sandra. Do you think about checking out, because we are into 3 columns now, my lovelies. Okay. Sorry, Phil, what was, I didn't catch a word of what you just said. Yes, so what are you going to talk to? Because Angela does something a little bit different. She, rather than demo the jewellery that she's created, you sort of give us, you give us the wealth of your experience, basically, don't you?
Yeah, I do. There's a lot of you out there that sell, and there's a lot of people who would love to come into our business course, but for various reasons can't.
Don't have the time or can't get there or whatever reason.
Whatever reason.
Absolutely.
So whenever I have the privilege of being on the show, I like to use a little bit of time just to help you and give you some tips, so that you can, you know, use that in, you know, in your business.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do today is to look at marketing.
Great.
Yeah,
all lovely.
Because marketing is really, really important. You've spent all this time learning your skill, creating your jewellery, and now you need to be able to market and take your products to your customer.
Absolutely.
So how do we do that? It's easy to think, right, I've made my jewellery, I'll find the nearest craft fair. And if that's what you do and it works for you, brilliant, well done. But I know we get a lot of people who contact me and come on the course because that just doesn't quite work for them.
Okay.
Yeah? So I wanted to give you some tips around building your business plan and your marketing plan within that. So what is marketing? Well, marketing is a whole range of activities that will help you to sell your products and your services.
Absolutely.
And once you explore a variety of marketing options, it will expand the opportunities for you. Now, you know, for those of you who watch me regularly will know that I have this growing list of we're now over 120 places where you can sell your jewellery and products.
Wow.
And that doesn't include a craft fair.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness me.
Yeah, absolutely. So people come on our courses and we spend well over an hour. I'm at the point now where we can't go through them in detail. I literally have to skim them because I've got so many. Yeah. But people get the idea. So people then say to me, well, actually, how do you come up with these? Where do you get these ideas from? And it's all about thinking through your marketing plan. And when you think through your marketing plan, it's going to stop you from being limited to just your, you know.
Expand all your options, yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to very quickly go through a 4-stage plan. Now, I am going to go through them quick because I appreciate the time, but I will to get them typed up, and I normally post them on my Facebook page and also as a downloadable document on my website. So the first stage is your analysis. Yeah. So you need to look outside of your business and see who your competitors are, and you will have competitors. Of
course you will. Yeah.
So if your work is on a silver clay, look to see who else is doing silver clay and what style, what products they're making. If your thing is wire, say wire sculptures, who else is doing wire sculpture? Polymer clay, who else is doing that? You get the idea. Think through look at who is doing similar to you. And then what you want to do is explore ways that you can be different from them. What's your USP,
Absolutely.
your unique selling point? And some people fall into the trap and they think, well, you know, somebody's selling it for £10, I've got to go lower. That isn't always correct.
You might sometimes go more.
Exactly, and sometimes you might go a lot more because of those little extras we've talked about.
Absolutely.
You might be adding in the bust, you might be adding quality packaging.
And this is your added value.
Right, exactly. So don't always think, I've got to go lower. That's often the wrong thing to do. You can often think about going higher and bulking out and adding real quality to your service. So on our business course, I do give people a free booklet with some tools that they can start to use when they get home. Great. So that they can start analysing their market. So that's the first stage. The second stage is now about planning. And planning your business is absolutely crucial. Yeah. It really is. Think about what you want to achieve, not just this week, next month, but think in the next year to 2 years. Even thinking right up to the next 5 years, sorry. Yesterday I had a coaching session because I coach people online and over the telephone, and this lovely lady, she'd already thought through a 10-year strategy, and she was
good girl.
So, because I teach,
good for her.
If your dreams are not big enough, if your dreams are not scaring you, they're not big enough.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
they need to be really big. So create that vision for your business, and then break break it down and think, what are you going to do each week, each month, to help you to achieve your goal.
It's always looking at what the next step is, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then start to think about how you're going to communicate your message to your customers. So the next stage is your action. And this is where a lot of people tend to, they skip stage 1 and 2 and they go straight to the action.
They're trying to run before they can walk.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So they think, well, I've made my eggs, I'll go to the nearest craft fair. And sometimes that works, but if it doesn't work, then this stage is really crucial.
But it's also restricted because there's only a certain amount of craft fairs. You can't always get to them.
Exactly.
They might be full. It might be rained off.
Exactly.
There's all these reasons why they're not ideal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So in terms of your action, what you need now to do is to tell people why they need to buy from you.
Yeah.
What is it about you, your products and your services that they need to come and buy their sterling silver pearl necklace from you and not the other stand next door?
Why are you special?
So explain that to them and make it easy for people to buy. And you can do this in a variety of ways. This might be your literature, lady said earlier, business cards, you might use your flyers. If you're selling online, your website, you know, communication is absolutely critical. So use every opportunity you can to communicate to your customers why they need to buy from you and not the next guy. Then your 4th stage is your monitoring. And this is where you check that your marketing plan is working. Yeah. So if you're getting those sales, you're doing something right. You're communicating with your customers. Wow, you've done your analysis, you've looked at your competitors, you've done all of that work before to get you that sale. But if you're not getting the sales that you want, if you're not getting the customers that you want, then maybe it is about going back and reviewing your stages 1, 2 and 3 to make sure that you're doing it right.
Absolutely.
So that was just a whistle-stop tour of marketing, and you know, so we'll sort of put these make these available online on my website and on the Facebook page for you.
Well, we did just pop up your course as well, actually, because you can come you can actually come on to one of your courses as well. So we did just pop that on screen a little. We'll just pop it up again for you, actually. We'll mention it, we'll explain it to you in the break as well, but you can go on to one of our lovely designer, our tutor Angela, and you can go through £110, ring the phone number, and it's our Business Academy workshop, and they really are so worthwhile. They really are. You learn so much.
I mean, we get a lot of people who have done, you know, the local craft fair and have struggled a little bit, and they've come on the course, they've got some ideas, and now their businesses are doing so well.
And it must be so lovely for you to know that you facilitated in helping with that. It must be a wonderful feeling. Yeah,
it is. But bear in mind, they are the ones that do all the hard work.
Yeah.
I just provide a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of, you know, guidance, and, you know, help to build people's confidence. But people are now doing, honestly, I can't tell you. And some of my clients, honestly, you watch out. They are seriously going to make a
taking over the
impact.
world.
Yeah, you know, and they are customers of JM. They buy all their products from JM.
Wonderful.
They watch all the shows.
So we're all happy.
Yeah. So if you're sitting there feeling, oh, you know, you can't sell your jewellery, then think again. You can, you know, and lots of people do.
Exactly. And we've just had a message coming from, you have to buy from me because, as Tina Turner said, I'm simply the best.
There you go. There you go.
Obviously, and again here, Ruth said in Morrisshire, hello Ruth, when I first started, I sold cheap, but I made more sales after I put my prices up, and this is very important. I don't think my customers believed they were the real thing, Ruth. And Ruth, I cannot tell you how right you are. Don't forget as well, from Jewellery Maker, because, I mean, for example, here we've got, obviously, we've got pearls, we've got genuine lapis lazuli. Everything we bring you is genuine. get those certificate of authenticities added to your order as well for just 50p. Again, another added sell. And you're quite right, Ruth, if you price your jewellery too cheaply, they won't think the findings are real, they won't think the precious metals are real, and they won't believe the gemstones are real. And there's a lot of fakes out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's very important.
A couple of years ago, I did a Christmas market and I was selling handmade key rings, angel key rings. Yeah. And I was selling them for like £3.50 a pop, and they were going okay. And the one day I walked along and there was mass-produced key rings going for double and more. So in the new year I decided, that's it, I'm putting my prices up. Well, do you know, we just cannot keep up with demand.
Wow.
Cannot keep up with demand because we've put our prices up. They've got real value now.
Exactly, I totally agree. And another message here, Anne said, hiya, I have to thank Angela and all at Jewellery Maker, of course. I can't get there for the courses, it's just too far, but and John and Greg, so helpful, all of you. Well, there you go, that's an exact, yeah, that's what we said. Some people just can't get it, can't get there. So there you go. Thank you for the lovely message. I think we're going to a break, aren't we? Yes, we are. We're going to a break. Thank you so much. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. We will be back with even more, some more fantastic kits, some more array of beautiful jewellery that our lovely Angela has created. Give you an idea of that profit opportunity as well, and we'll see you in a moment.
Have you ever thought about making your jewellery making hobby into a business? Come and join our experienced jewellery maker and small business trainer, Angela Edwards, on a fun and relaxed day of tuition into the Jewellery Making Business Academy. Angela will teach you the basic business skills, including how to create a business plan, how to access current and potential customers. Angela will inform you how you should price your products to appeal to your customers and how to make it easier for you to sell to the right people at the right price. She will also teach you on how to use social networking to your advantage and gain a key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For more information, please contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Using your beading wire, simply thread on a lobster claw clasp. Then, taking both ends of the beading wire, thread on a crimp bead. Use your pliers to flatten the crimp. Next, thread a bead of your choice onto each side of the wire. Then, taking both ends of the wire, thread on another bead. Repeat this process until you have the desired look you want. Here is an example of a finished necklace where this technique has been used.
Hi, I'm Carol. I've been on the silver clay workshop today. It's been a fantastic experience. We've made 3 pieces, which I wasn't expecting to make 3 pieces. Tracy has been excellent. Any questions, she's great. She understands that we're all learning, and she will go at your speed, at your pace. Yeah, I can't praise her enough.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We are having such a wonderful time today, courtesy of this wonderful lady and all her wealth of experience and incredible creativity, our lovely Angela. So lovely girl. Goodness me, this beautiful jewellery starts up with a lovely phrase of once upon a time. I love that idea. Once upon a time. Can I just say, we have just got a quick message. We were talking about the business courses that Angela looks after, and Amanda's just said in the West Midlands, I can't recommend Angela's course enough. Well, there you go. She said it's potentially life-changing, especially when she tells you that you are not thinking big enough. That's exactly what you just said, haven't you?
Thank you, Amanda. I know who you are. Thank you so much. Amanda is going to take the craft world by storm.
Oh, well,
she
there you
really
go.
is.
There you go. But it is, and that's a key thing. It can be life-changing.
Yeah.
You know, we're not underestimating it.
Yeah.
Life-changing, without question.
I mean, I've had numerous people over the years come on my course who've been made redundant, who are looking for a career change, who's looking to start a business.
Had children, need to work at home, all sorts of things.
It is life-changing.
So there you go. Well, speaking of life-changing, I think these designs are life-changing. I really do. I've never seen anything like them. It also gives me, we're calling this the Shipwreck. Okay, it also gives me a chance to give you my, we're talking pirate-themed, once upon a time. I'm going to give you my pirate joke. Why are pirates called pirates?
Don't know.
Because they are. Sorry, that's my only pirate joke I've got. I'm so sorry. I did warn you it wasn't actually funny, but I quite like it. It was clean. Anyway. There you go. So, I love this. In a land far, far away. What else have we got? Pirates search for lost treasure, they did. Har! And in this kit, I must tell you, I walked in today and I said to our lovely Angela, I said, I have never seen designs like this. I've never seen jewellery so incredibly unique, and we were talking about how wonderfully popular nautical themed jewellery actually is at the moment, didn't we?
Yes, it is, yes.
Gosh, these are fabulous.
I absolutely, truly love this kit. It's so different from the first one, and I love this because it's so whimsical, it's so fun, it evokes all that fun
and imagination and adventure. They feel like that you're on an adventure with them, don't they? They're just so fabulous.
You can do so much with this. Because the kit was called Shipwreck, the first thing that came to my mind was pirates and treasure. And hence my designs and my signage.
But again, that's another lovely way, as we're talking about, if you have got this all tied in, straight away people are literally taken away to this environment. So straight away you're in the zone. You're thinking of pirates, you're thinking of a tropical island, you're thinking of palm trees, you're thinking of the ocean, lost treasure, and straight away you're transported.
Yeah. Absolutely, transported, and what it's going to do is generate that interest for your customers. Because so many people say to me that they are doing craft fairs and there might be 10, 20 jewellery people, which is fine. Don't ever be afraid of competition, is what I say to that. Embrace competition. But using a kit like this, using your signage is going to inject that element of fun, inject that level of interest that your customers will stop and say, this is different. And it is that thing sometimes we want to walk along, we want to be inspired, we want to sort of fall upon a store that literally goes, like when I walked in this morning and I looked at this jewelry, I was like, wow, I didn't know that would inspire me or make me feel just transported. I can't explain it any other way, but I just straight away I was like, I want this because it's so different. Now talk me through it, and you've hooked me. You've hooked, line and sinkered me. Absolutely. And that's what you want to do with your customers, and this kit is perfect.
I love it.
It's perfect for somebody who wants something a bit different, a bit quirky. You know, it's great for children to get your children making. you can you know, do something very simple and classic, like I've just done some very simple earrings here, or you can set it in resin. That was another idea that I was thinking of, setting it in resin. You can embellish it with lots of other gemstones, with glitter, so many other things. Fabulous, absolutely loved working with this.
And lovely idea, you've done TikTok. Somebody might come up with the idea of timepiece.
Yeah.
Travelling back in time. There's all sorts of marketing opportunities, aren't there?
Absolutely. And because I've done the clock face on this one, and that's why I've got the TikTok.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
You know, again, just to signify that it is a watch face.
Yeah.
And you've got the dials there, all part of the treasure that the pirates are going to find on the shipwreck. So you're creating a story for your customers.
And when you look at this kit is just fantastic. So I'll talk you through it all as to what you get, and then we'll look at these pieces, and again we'll talk through the breakdown, as I know our lovely Angela does, to give you an idea of the profit margin opportunity. Now let me show you this first of all. Okay, so we're giving you four lovely strands of gemstones. Okay, you've got some lovely mother of pearl plain rounds. Okay, so lovely mother of pearl plain rounds. I've just moved that into the centre there for you. Okay, so you've got all of the gemstones there. So white mother of pearl plain rounds in 5mm. You've then got the white shell Heshy beads at 6x2mm. We've also then got peach mother of pearl in the 5mm plain rounds, and the green malachite green mother of pearl. So your malachite here. Okay, which is beautiful. You've then also got, I'll show you the all the different lovely, in fact we'll show you these first of all. Okay, so your threading pack. Okay, so monofilament, clear elastic, and the beading thread in the bronze colour. Okay, and then we've got these gorgeous wires. So as we're going down the nautical theme with the pirate, this is perfect. This beautiful 10 metres of 0.4 and 0.8mm of the turquoise. We've then gone for the antique bronze. Now this is really popular with the unisex as well, for male and female. It's wonderful, the antique bronze. 10 metres of your 1mm, so that's obviously thicker wire, and 15 metres of your 0.25. My goodness, you've got every size you could possibly want in the wires there, haven't you? Wonderful. And then the pièce de la résistance, these wonderful kits. Let me just show you them. Okay, these are just gorgeous. So in the timepiece, you've got the sprocket gears, there's a collection of metal cogs, again, and then you've got these wonderful sort of spinners, this collection of spinners almost, and and they do spin round as well, depending on how you sort of pop them into your jewellery, and it denotes sort of a certain direction or a time in time in space, or time in history, or there's so many opportunities for these, actually,
there is. You know, and I also looked at those the clock faces, and yes, use them as clock faces, but I also saw steering wheels as well in them, and wheels on cars. So you know,
automobile inspired jewellery.
So don't just think about them as clock faces, you know, and also the dials. I mean, I've used them not just as dials, but I've bent them over because they bend. You know, they've got strength to them, but you can bend them over, which I've done in the earrings here, and just layered them up as well. So many. You know, if you're into your vintage and your steampunk, this kit is perfect for it.
Well, think of our lovely Laura Delou that presents sometimes on Jewellery Maker. She had the punk wedding theme, all, you know, and it was really funky, really sort of quite bohemian, quite sort of boho chic, all that kind of stuff as well. Just so unusual, and then you can bring it back in with the gemstones as well, and give it all the colour as well. It's just
I mean, the colours are beautiful, and the wire as well is beautiful. I mean, on this piece here that we're looking at, I did the waves on the neckline to represent the waves of the sea.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and you can just build a story into your pieces with a kit like this.
Each of these pieces, in my opinion, is like we'll get the pricing for you, but it's like a work of art.
Yeah,
they really are like pieces of art.
Exactly. You can go really creative or keep it very gentle and subtle.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I absolutely loved working with this.
It's amazing. Well, the 47-45 is where it should be. So obviously you've got your elastic, your monofilament. You've got that beautiful, as our lovely Angela said, that sea-inspired turquoise wire there. 0.4, 0.8 mil. You've got the bronze in the 1 mil, the 0.25 mil. So you've got that lovely antique bronze as well. Plus your 4 strands of gemstone. Okay, amazing price drop. That's not the price we're going to. 47.45. Get ready for this. That's where we should be. When you see the profit margin opportunity as well, because I've seen the figures that Angela's got in front of her. Don't forget as well, you do get the 4 strands of beautiful complementary gemstones from your Heshy shell, your lovely white mother of pearl, your lovely peach mother of pearl, and your malachite green mother of pearls. They're beautiful. Plus all your wires, plus your beading threads, your elastic, and then you've got these wonderful sprocket and gear findings and your game spinners. So there's your spinners there. Then you've got these wonderful sprocket and gear findings. So again, these could be great for bicycle inspired, car inspired, compass type inspired, watch inspired, anything you can think of.
Absolutely.
I mean, opportunities are limitless.
Yeah, totally. Use them in your scrapbooking, your paper crafting.
That's what I mean. It's not just your jewellery, is it?
No, it's for me. This is a kit that
brilliant.
You've got to have if you want to really explore and exude your creativity. You can go so many places with it.
And again, because we've got the antique bronze in there and the turquoise wire actually, and because you've got these wonderful cogs and the sprockets and the gear findings, well, you could have a whole men's range of jewellery out of this kit, couldn't you?
Absolutely. And the colours of the beads lend themselves to it as well.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. So we'll have a little look at some of the jewellery. If you could give us some ideas of price-wise as well, Angela, that would be really helpful, because I know people are really enjoying that today.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so as I say, what I do, I take the kit, and I don't know the price of the kit when I get it home, and I'm working at it. Yeah, and we never, as designers, don't know the price that it's going for.
So you're just looking at the quality and what's included in the kit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So what I do is I do my designs, and then I think about, the general customer out there. And I think about our customers, and think about how I would support them in terms of pricing their work.
Okay.
So I break the pieces down. So on this kit, I've made six pieces. Is that 6? I haven't got my glasses on.
It is 6, my darling girl. It is.
So I've made my pieces. I break it down, and then I look at each piece individually and give it a price range, thinking about the average customer and our average the average person out there who might buy. So
sorry, and I'm just sorry to interrupt, but I love the way you break it down into low range and mid range.
Yes, that's
so you're not being overly greedy, you're not being undervaluing, you're thinking about your target audience, you're thinking about, well, somewhere location it might fetch this, somewhere it might fetch that. It's a great way to look at it. Absolutely. I really like that.
Because, your customers and my customers, if we were selling our pieces, may be totally different
market, and that's the thing. One price bracket doesn't necessarily suit all.
Exactly, and that's why I don't say, right, unless the presenter asked me how much I would personally sell it for, I would say, £50, £100, whatever.
Because you know your market.
Because I know my market.
Absolutely.
But on the show, what I do is I give a range. So the low range is for somebody who's perhaps new to selling, who haven't really explored their customers, are a bit unsure who their customers are, and perhaps haven't got the confidence to price. Because let's face it, not everybody.
It's nerve-wracking.
Exactly. Not everybody has the confidence to go out and charge, £60 or £70 for a piece of jewellery. Not everybody has the confidence to do that. So that's the low range, and then the mid-range is for someone who is perhaps a bit more confident, who understands their market, who understands, you know, the best place to sell to get their price. And then once somebody is comfortable, they know their market, price at whatever you feel comfortable at. Some people decide to go lower than the low range, which is fine, and other people choose to go way higher, and that's fine too.
But be confident and as well, because don't forget, the majority of people out there, and this is something that we do hear from our customers all the time, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. Don't forget, when you buy from Jewellery Maker, your costs are phenomenal because of us being a family independent business, and because we have such buying power and we've been in the business so long. You wouldn't expect to get these prices out there on the high street. So this is a very key point that Angela has made. She's priced this up without knowing the price of the kit. Because with all due respect, when the price should be over £40 we're talking about, we've just dropped it to an incredible £24.95, and we've not stopped there. We're going again.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, Angela. We're going again. We didn't expect that, but we are going again. Wow.
Wow.
Right, so let's just put this, and we're being conservative here, okay? So when you're pricing your jewellery, don't forget, customers will not expect they won't know what you've paid for the makings of it, the gemstones, the wire, those. I mean, gosh, that price. With all due respect for the individuality of these pieces, I'd go $19.95 just on the cogs and the spinners there. I would, because they're so unique. Yeah. Let alone the wire and the monofilament and the elastic and the beading thread and your 4 strands of gemstones. But let's go conservative. So for these amazing 6 pieces with their story, with their theme being transported, being unique. On your low range for 6 pieces, you've priced it at £125. Yeah. So straight away on that one kit. Oh, can I just ask, did you have anything left over? Have you utilised it?
Yeah, I've got a bag full. Oh, it'll be in my boxes. There's a bag full of gems.
Oh right, okay, so you've still got all these gems, and you've still got some of the spinners.
Spinners,
the threads,
and loads of wires. There's like 2 strands with 2/3 on.
So still got all that left.
Absolutely loads.
So being conservative with the 6 pieces of designs that our lovely Angela has created, she's made 6 times what she paid for the kit. And that's on the low range price.
And that's on the low range.
6 times what the kit costs you.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic. Now mid-range, £179.
Yeah.
Oh my word. That is unbelievable. So that's 9 times.
Wow.
9 times what the kit made you. So you could pay £19.95. Depending on your audience, you could make up to £179.
Yeah, and some. And more.
And think about it, if you then incorporate, like we talked about earlier, we've offered you the chance to own the organza gift bags, the ring mount presentations, the earring stands. We offered you the T-bar as well. The T-bar was just $6.95. We've got a storage box coming up as well. Work those into your price. Work them in, and then you could make that price opportunity even higher. Absolutely.
And with all the extra beads that are left over, you can make several bracelets and, you know, earrings.
Friendship bracelets. Exactly. We've got the hemp cord that we did earlier.
That's right. You know,
you can be over £200 easily.
Easily. Wow. And that's what I love about jewellery making. And I'm buying from Jewellery Maker, and that's why so many of our customers are doing amazingly well with their business, and it is life-changing for them because, you know, you can take a kit at £20 and make profit.
And it's not just that, it's the enjoyability, it's the fun, it's the creativity, it's the stimulation. I found when I made my necklace, all my stress went away, everything I was thinking about evaporated. All I could think about was that piece I was creating, nothing else. Didn't matter what bill I hadn't paid, had I done the washing up, it didn't matter. It all evaporated, and it was the most relaxing. I can't remember being that relaxed. I found it so enjoyable, and the feeling of proudness now when I wear that piece of jewellery is just priceless. I can't put a price on that.
No, it's great. I mean, you can work this as, you know, at jewellery parties, get a couple of kits and get, you know, or even have a girls' night in and get the girls around the table.
Bit of bubbly.
Absolutely. A bit of nibbles, you know. And get the girls over and get them, because, you know, honestly, you are going to so love working with this.
This kit's amazing.
It is beautiful.
And I love the potential to have the unisex aspect of it as well.
Absolutely. Because
expands your audience.
Exactly, because it's so different. It is a fun kit.
Yeah.
And it just exudes fun and whimsicalness and, you know, fantasy and all of that.
Story to it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
But get the kids involved as well.
Yeah.
You know, get the kids during the summer holidays making up their designs.
Yeah.
And the sort of places that you would take this jewellery to could be to steampunk fairs, it could be to vintage fairs, but also because it's so fun, it works well at whatever event. Say if you're doing, you know, your general craft fairs at your local school, your local church halls, things like that. It works really well because of the fun element.
It's just
to
wonderful,
it.
and everything's
Beautiful.
genuine. It's just fantastic. Now, we were talking about earlier as well. I'm in love with these designs, Angela. Thank you. I just want to stand and stare at them. They're amazing. Now, we were just talking about as well, weren't we? When you are selling your jewellery, if you are selling your jewellery, of course, or if you are actually going on holiday and you like to continue making your jewellery wherever you go because you find it relaxing. And a lot of people say they make it on their sunbeds. And I've even had people messaging saying they make it while they're in the queue for the toilet.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. Now, this is great because these are wonderful. It's 42 pots inside, very sturdy. What I'm going to do is open them up and just basically they come in trays of 2, 4, 6, 7, and they are all individual. So they come out at this size. Okay, so they're clip lid. Okay, so clip lid, and they are all individual, and you get 42 of them. So again, for actually separating out your creations, your earrings or whatever designs you've got, or all your findings, or what a lot of people use these for, which I happen to know is a brilliant idea, is if you, and this is another way, which I'm sure you'll agree, to draw people into your style, is to actually be physically making the jewellery as people approach. Okay, or saying, if you say to somebody, you've got all your gemstones in here, all your findings, and you say to somebody, what's your birthstone, what would you like me to create you a pair of earrings, and they can pick their selection of findings or gemstones and pearls or gems of distinction, whatever you've bought ideally from Jewellery Maker, of course, and then you can literally make them a piece there and then, or you commission a piece. But they've got this whole array. There's 42 options. That's a lot of selection of findings and gemstones, isn't it?
It is, and it's a great way of being able to individualise and personalise a piece for your customer.
Exactly.
And your customer will pay that little bit more because it is so special to them because they've chosen their pieces. So tools like this is fabulous.
It's good for hygiene wise as well, to keep everything nice and clean and dust free and
absolutely
not all clashing against one another as well.
But I mean, just thinking back in terms of this kit, the beads are small. And you know, I have my trays, and what I do is I, you know, snip the cord and pop them in the tray. But something like this would be perfect to keep all your small beads in when you're working, because you know, otherwise they were going all over the place for me. But having them in, you know, in something like this is perfect. But also the little sprockets and the spinners, pop them in there as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're just perfect for your chains, your little beads of distinction, your, as you said, or your crimps, your crimp beads, you name it, you've got everything in here, haven't you?
Absolutely. And I tell you what else I love these for, is if you, so many people love to make jewellery, and so many people want to start, so I often sell mini kits.
Oh, that's a nice
idea. So I put a couple of beads in one pot, a couple of findings in another, a couple of like less stretchy elastic or maybe some hemp cord in another, and sell like 3 or 4 as a kit.
And then if you bought those 25 organza bags that we had earlier, you could literally make it yourself, or I'm getting so excited now. Or you could create different bags for different birthstones.
Exactly.
Oh, brilliant. January, February, all the different this is, I tell you what, we're on a roll now, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Hey?
So don't just think of your storage as something that you keep. Think about it as a selling opportunity to be able to get other people started
That's a brilliant
and
idea.
then after they've finished making their pieces, they've got the pots to use.
And basically, you got under 10 for 42 pots. Plus, once you've finished, and if you do take all of the pots out and you actually sell the pots, you've then got one major large storage box as well to keep hold of as well.
Or the other idea, we're full of ideas today.
We are, we're all going, aren't
we? The other idea is you could get 3 or 4 of these, have one complete pot for all your gemstones, another complete pot with all your findings, another one with all your, you know, cord and elastic, and then people can take, you could say, you know, get 3 pots for £10, so, you know, for example, they choose the gemstones and their findings and their cord, and then you pop it in an organza gift bag. Job done.
You're sorted. This is, oh, we're having a field day. Debbie in New Jersey, across the pond. Hi, ladies. I use a box like this as a demo box when I meet with a bride to make her wedding jewellery and wedding party jewellery. Brilliant.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Yeah, perfect.
Sharon. Hello, Sharon. I have a couple of these, she said. I used to keep my cabochons, oh, again, classic idea, separately, safe. Loving the show. Thank you, ladies. Oh, Sharon, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Super.
And June's come in from, sorry, hello, June. She said, I bought these boxes some time ago. I keep all my jump rings in one as boxes are just the right size. Again, because you think of all the colours. I mean, there's the black coated, the silver coated, the rose gold plated, the yellow gold plated. There's so many variations of, and then one for your crimps, one for your crimp covers. They're just the opportunity, and the great thing is,
the uses are endless.
There's a lot of storage in there with 42 boxes.
Again, if you're doing your jewellery parties, great to take. It's safe, space saving. Great to take your pieces in. Great to store your finished earrings. You know, and finished jewellery in. So many uses.
I'll tell you what as well, this is for people that have got any ailments as well, please don't take this the wrong way, but my fella's got a condition, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to get him one of these as a pill box. Because he takes that many pills. If we go away for a week's holiday or something, or a fortnight's holiday, that's it. I've got it in one place. I'm having it for that as well. That's brilliant.
Great idea.
Brilliant.
And you know,
fantastic.
People who see me on the show know that I love my storage, my boxes for storage as well. So if you're doing fairs, and you've got your earrings and your bracelets and your necklaces and your compartments and things like the sterling silver chain will sit beautifully in them. Take them along in the containers. Once you've taken your jewellery out and displayed them, use your boxes to create height.
Exactly. So straight away, if you're on a stand, on a store, you want to raise, you want to be tiered so that you can see things at the back. So straight away, for example, if you want to raise these earrings up on the earring stand, you just pop them, and you've got to raise to tier all your jewellery on your stand. Again, helping out with those you know, with those space constraints. Wonderful.
It does make that little bit of a difference having it raised. And then at the end of the show, all you do, you just undo, take it off, pop each one back in its compartment. Job done. You're ready for your next show.
Absolutely.
Nice and easy.
And you think about going to your superstores, having to think about what you get charged per storage box. That's incredible value for money at £9.95. Incredible. Absolutely wonderful. They're great, aren't they? And as you said, it makes things quicker and easier when you're making jewellery. If you know where everything is, instead of rummaging around, knowing where it's going, bang, you're straight there. It's so much easier.
And things don't get damaged as well. It's easy.
Protecting your investment. Absolutely agreed. Oh, we're having a great time, aren't we?
So we are.
Tell you what. Phil stood here. Hello, Phil. Here's Phil's arm. He's got a lovely arm. We went all red then. Now, this is another thing that you can do. Now, I've got a pile of these by my television, and I watch them every chance I can, because if you are new to jewellery making as well, these are wonderful. I tell you, an array of DVDs that we create here at Jewellery Maker. Now, you can have these on your stall, and you can resell these on. You are fully entitled to do so. And they are lots of introductions to various different techniques for you to try. So, for example, here, if you want to give a try at making some brooches, if you want to have a try, that's with our lovely, lovely Alison Tarry, gorgeous girl, just pop that back in. Then we've got the opportunity to learn how to start making some bracelets. Okay, so, and friendship bracelets, we've just been talking about those. If you'd like, we brought you the hemp cord earlier, we brought you the gemstones, we brought you the elastic and the monofilament and all the beading wires. If you want to have an idea of how to create those friendship bracelets, if you got your T-bar for your display, they can all go on there, can't they? And then we've got chainmail. Oh, I love chainmail. I just got to get into that. It's just wonderful, isn't it?
I love chainmail.
Oh, fabulous. So that's edition one. There are various editions. Then we've got wire wrapping cabochons. We've been talking about cabochons, haven't we? And we've got some fabulous cabochons coming up. There's your introduction, and there's even the way of making a tree of life with a cabochon on that one. And then we've got the introduction to wonderful macramé there for you as well. Now that is, if you think about it, no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DVDs. So let's have a think of the price of DVDs. $24.75 equates to $4.95 a DVD, and that gives you that. And we're going naughtier. We're going naughtier. He's going naughtier, my lovely Phil. And why not? £3 each.
That's good. That's good. That's very good.
£3 each is amazing. So you can easily sell those on if you wanted to, or, of course, so we've done all the work for you. You can add on a little bit of cheeky profit margin if you wanted to, or, as I said, a great opportunity to learn a new craft, a new design, something that you're not used to doing. These will teach you from the basics how to get get that experience. And that's what I think. That's the most important thing. When you've got people like our lovely Angela here, people that have been making jewellery for years, and a lot of our jewellery designers have been making them for 10, 15 years plus. You've got all that wealth of experience locked away in one of these, and we're talking £3. That is phenomenal value for money with all that. Wonderful. And in fact, even here, look, even on the front of our macramé DVD, can you see? Look, we've got it presented on the T-bar that you got the chance to get earlier at just $6.95. And look at how many bracelets we've got on there. Fantastic. That's incredible, isn't it?
I have got a massive stash of these.
And me.
Lots of them I've watched, lots of them I'm still to watch. But the nice thing is I've got them. And if, like, you're stuck for ideas or you're not sure on techniques, you can just fast forward and watch the bits that you want.
And pause it and hold on while you're learning that technique.
Absolutely.
That's the beauty.
Yeah.
You can keep going back and revisiting it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for me, having the DVDs are absolutely essential. Even if it's not something that you want to particularly make. So for example, you might not want to make a brooch.
Yeah.
However, the techniques in the DVD you can then adapt and use in other pieces.
Exactly.
So the learning is fabulous.
Yeah. I mean, the wire wrapping cabochons is wonderful. I've actually seen this. It's fantastic. You get, as I said, the tree of life. You get to work how to do the woven wire ring, how to do a free-form brooch, how to do an organic wire cuff. That's just on one DVD. Just on the one. That's incredible value at £3 each, isn't it? Incredible.
I learnt chainmail, and everything I know about chainmail, I love chainmail, from the DVD, from Debbie Bulford's DVD.
She's great, isn't she?
She's superb, and I've got Flair's new DVD,
great.
And I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to learning off that DVD. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And also, if you can't get into a course, you've got loads of learning on here.
Exactly.
And again, with my business head on, sell the DVD with some materials as part of a kit.
So
or give it as a gift for a loved one.
So if for example, I'm just trying to find the one here. So we've just been talking about friendship bracelets, haven't we?
Yeah.
So again, if you're talking about added value, so if you've got the organza bag, you've got the gift box that you're talking about, you've popped your gift card in, you've made your friendship bracelet, and then you add that in as well as an upsell.
Yeah.
It's the classic thing. Go into a chip shop. What do they say to you? Would you like some mushy peas? Would you like some curry sauce? It's all classed as upsell.
Upselling. Absolutely.
Upsell. That's what it is. So if you have these available on your stall as well, again, it makes you look incredibly professional, which you are. And if you have the opportunity to actually show people, would you like to see how I've made it? Would you like to see how it's created? Or would you like to get involved yourself? And again, if you've made the gift bags up as well with the gemstones,
absolutely,
and all the opportunity with the cord, and said, actually, would you like to teach? Would you like to learn how to do it? And would you be able to make them yourself? And then actually, the customer says, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
There you
Perfect.
go. It's another upsell.
And again, if you factor everything else in, you can say to your customer, we'll throw the DVD in for free.
Absolutely.
So you can make this piece of jewellery, you've got all the tools, all the equipment, and you're getting the DVD thrown in.
I mean, that's just incredible service.
So, you know, don't think about just getting one.
Yeah.
Get multiple DVDs.
Well, for that, $14.95, you got 5.
Absolutely. But also, you know, with the summer holidays coming up, get the kids
Get
involved.
the kids. Instead of, I'm not being rude, instead of just popping them onto something electronic, get them doing something practical.
Absolutely.
You know,
if you've got nieces and nephews, put together a little kit with a DVD and send it to them. You know, they're great also, and they know we're a few months away, but Secret Santas, because after Christmas, you know, people have a few days off, they're a bit bored.
Yeah.
Put a kit together, get them making some jewellery.
Yeah. Can I just say as well, we've just found somebody selling these online, our DVDs, for $4.95 each, so there you go.
Yeah.
With plus postage. So there you go. Can I just say as well, can I just add something in there, because something Angela's just said has just prompted me. My lovely niece got selected to go on to a course with a club, let's say Scouts, for example. Obviously the clubs are available, but what she did is she got chosen to go to Japan, and in fact she goes this month. But for the last 2 years since being chosen to go, she has started making jewellery. And for the last 2 years, she sold her jewellery to raise the funds to pay for herself to go. So that's a good way to teach the child, again, a bit of entrepreneur, you know, how to become an entrepreneur, how to raise your own money, you know, and also learning that you've got to start to make your own money in life. It doesn't hurt early on.
Exactly.
So it's a great way to get kids involved and start to realise they can make something and then sell it. Or give gifts to their friends. It's a
exactly.
lovely idea.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. And if you don't have the technique, all the techniques are there for you. It's just, you know, it's wonderful.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, I tell you, we got a lovely message in from Sarah in Worcestershire. She said, hi girls. Oh, we like girls, don't we?
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
we'll have that. We'll have that. I'm an experienced jewellery maker, but I still revert back to my house DVDs. Great resource. But and that's the thing, because you know what? We do forget things.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need that little reminder, because we start to get into habit of doing it not quite right, or we forget the easiest way or the quickest way to do something. Pop one of these on, you think, yeah, that's how I should be doing it, or gosh, that would be so much quicker, and there you go, because every day is a school day.
Absolutely, but also for inspiration, because I know, you know, I'll put my hands up, I've done this before, I've looked at a DVD, I've got my kit, and I thought, right, what can I make? So I thought, right, I'll whiz through a few DVDs. I know, I'll make this, I'll do something similar, but you're using the technique and it comes out completely different.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? So for that whole inspiration, absolute, I must have.
I tell you what, we're having a field day today, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've got this. I'll show you this as well that I've just been handed. The bag's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, right.
I like the bag. Sorry, I'm just having a little look at the bag here. The bag's lovely. That's a lovely colour. Beautiful silver organza bag. That's lovely. Now, this is a getting started pack. So as we were talking about earlier, this is what you can create to sell on as well, can't you? So this is getting you started. So let me show you what you've got in here. So in this getting started pack, they've just come unravelled. So let me just show you what we've got in this getting started pack. Okay, excuse me, they've just come a little bit unravelled. But you've got the clear elastic, 6 metres. You've got 80 metres of the monofilament in 0.25 mil and 50 metres of your silver coloured beading thread. Okay. And then in the other bag, the other little bag that we bought to you earlier, in this lovely organza bag with the lovely sort of lilac purple drawstring that we were bringing 25 of these to you for £6.95 earlier, which equated to 28 pence. In here there are 925 sterling silver pieces, and we're talking about boar head pins, crimp covers, crimps, earring shepherd hooks, 2 pairs. You've got just having a little, 45 pieces in total. You've got some lovely silver heart chain look. Oh, that's lovely. That's about 8 inches worth there. Got lobster clasps as well. You've got 3 pieces of the open jump rings. You've got 1 of the toggle clasp. My goodness me, that really is a getting started kit, isn't it?
It certainly is. It certainly is.
I tell you what. The bag is like the bag that we showed you earlier with the, if I just turn that round, look, with the, if I just get that round for you, there you go, handmade gemstone jewellery. So these are the bags that we bought you earlier that you could buy 25 of. Okay, and also on the silver organza bag as well, that the whole kit comes in, same message again. So you've got the same message again there, lovelies, with your handmade gemstone jewellery. So 2 gift bags. So 2 gift bags plus 45 pieces of 925 sterling silver. I love the heart chain.
Yeah, I love that heart chain. It's so beautiful. Great as a bracelet. Just put it on the bracelet.
Yeah, little charm bracelet.
Great for extenders and fabulous in earrings.
Oh, it's just, earrings. I mean, you with your shepherd hooks, with your toggle clasp, you can make bracelets, necklaces, earrings, I mean, anklets. I'm just going to get you this heart chain out because it is so pretty. 1935, we're not stopping there. We're not stopping there. Sterling silver. Look at this chain. It's so cute, isn't it?
It's stunning. Absolutely. That's one of my favourite chains, that one is. I really like that. It says everything without you having to go too overboard.
Exactly.
You know?
And the fact that we're talking about everything in there. We're talking your jump rings, your head pins, your shepherd hooks, your toggle clasp, your chain. $12.95. I've never seen a 925 solid sterling silver findings pack at $12.95. Never.
That doesn't seem right for 45 pieces.
Plus the 2 gift bags. Plus the threading pack.
That is.
Do you know what? Let's not query it. Let's just enjoy it.
Yeah. That is really, really, really good.
That is value. That is.
See, if I was at home, this is the sort of thing I would get because I love sterling silver, and I have a collection just with sterling silver. Yeah. And my customers know me for my sterling silver pieces. Absolutely beautiful as it is there. Stunning.
That would easily make a bracelet or anklet.
Oh yeah, and you probably get some left over for
little earring drops.
Earrings.
Because you'd only need a couple of links or 2 or 3 links.
Absolutely beautiful. And as we said before, the quality of the sterling silver is fabulous. But again, thinking with my business head on to maximise the amount of profit that you have, break it down. And use your pots in your storage.
Absolutely.
With some gemstones and your DVD, you've got a fabulous kit.
Very unique offering. Very unique. And sorry, we just keep being absolutely shocked that is solid 925 sterling silver. And sorry about this. One of the reels has come slightly unthread, but let me just come on. There we go. Yeah, once they're unravelled, but let me just show you. You've got the very large silver organza bag with the handmade genuine gemstone, what does it say on it again? Let me just double check. Handmade gemstone jewellery, okay, plus your, as we said here, your beading thread, your clear elastic and your monofilament, and 45 pieces of solid 925 sterling silver findings.
I know.
Oh my goodness, Angela.
I know, I'm kind of a bit breathless and speechless at the moment, is the absolute truth.
Heaven, I'm in heaven.
That is honestly a superb price. It's superb.
And can I ask you here, Angela, a lot of our guest designers do say that the second you add solid 925 sterling silver into a design, you can add £5 or £10 straight away.
At least. Because if your necklace, say we did on the first kit, the shell pearl, I forget how much I put that at. That was £60.
Right.
Okay, and that has got sterling silver crimp beads spaced in between.
Yep.
If it didn't, then obviously it's going to be less. But if I then embellished it with chain and sterling silver, more sterling silver, then if you're talking £60 as your starting price and you add £5, it's not enough.
Yeah,
people are not going to believe that it's sterling silver. So you might be looking at adding 15, 20, 25 pounds just for the added sterling silver. So again, don't think, oh, I'm adding sterling silver, I'm just going to add £5 or £10. It has to be relevant. It has to be relevant.
Exactly.
So make the added value of your silver relevant to the overall price of your piece. So if you did a necklace and it was £100 and you added sterling silver, making it £105 is neither here nor there.
Absolutely.
But making it 120, 130, 140.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you have a little look, we've got we've just had a message come in actually from Joanne in Northumberland, and she said, loving the show. Oh, thank you, lovely.
Thank you.
And she said, I'm reading up there because it's easy for me to read, in case you're wondering why I'm looking up for divine intervention. Loving the show and the priceless advice. Well, that's thanks to you,
thank
Angela.
You.
Thank you. She said, and I've just started creating with Jewellery Maker products. I've been invited to my first fair on Friday.
Well done.
Joanne.
Well done. Message me and let me know how you're getting on.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Let me know.
Oh, good luck. Good luck, my lovely. But let's just think as well. Can I just say about this findings pack? Let's just go through that. Can you just pull me up the picture again? Because if you think about it, we've easily got a bracelet.
Yep.
We've easily got 2 pairs of earrings.
Yep.
We've easily got, we could do another bracelet with the toggle.
Yep.
Plus all your findings. So you're talking a minimum from that 4 pieces.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Easily.
Without a doubt.
And all solid 95 sterling silver.
And you can make pieces and not even include any gemstones in that.
That's my point, yeah, just from the silver.
So for me, as I say, I have whole collections just with sterling silver findings. I don't use anything else. And people do expect a certain price point.
Yes, of course they do.
Because if I said, a pair of earrings was £6 with sterling silver, my customers are not going to accept that because they're not going to believe that it's what I say it is.
Yeah.
But if I put one gem on a sterling silver and I'm charging £20–25, then to them it's value for money.
Exactly.
It's affordable and it's good quality.
Exactly.
And it's beautiful sterling silver. So always keep it relevant.
Exactly. And nobody can truly put a price on jewellery because jewellery is what you're willing to pay for it.
Exactly.
There is no set rule.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
It's your target audience, it's your location.
Exactly.
And can I just rubber stamp every single time? And it's something that Angela has agreed with me, and I know a lot of your messages have backed up what we're saying. It's not just about the price, it's about the quality.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the quality of our packaging, of our tools, of our gemstones, of our findings, of our, our threadings. It's all about quality. And that reassurance that what you're working with is good quality kit.
Absolutely. And as you said, jewellery is so personal.
Yeah.
Don't underprice your work is the message. Don't underprice it. If somebody's not willing to pay your price, they're just not your customer.
Absolutely.
They're not your customer.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Don't underprice your work because the quality that you're getting is superb.
And again, when you bought from Jewellery Maker, you know that you're getting value for money. So you know that when you price your jewellery as well, don't be frightened because it is nerve-wracking, especially there. Obviously, you've got your first craft fair on Friday. Again, have the nerve to stand there and be proud of your creations, and have the nerve not to have people haggle you down. No, that's what they're worth.
Absolutely. And if I can just give you a couple of quick tips, if that's okay. Your first one. Go and enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy the process and have fun. Yeah. Sometimes we get all like, oh, will people like my jewellery? Yes, they will love your jewellery. Yeah. They will be, and even if you don't sell anything, which sometimes happen, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the process and learn from it. Talk to other traders, get some tips and advice from them. Look at how they're displaying, look at their products and look at their price point and use it as a learning experience. I'm sure you will sell. But if you don't be put off by it. Enjoy it.
And the other thing, another tip I'd like to give as well is, and again, I'm sure Angela will agree with me, is engage.
Yeah.
So when somebody comes to your store, have a chat with them.
Yeah.
Ask them how they are they having a lovely day, what have you seen anything, because they're more likely to buy from you if they like you, and you've shown some interest in them. It's important, it really is, and vice versa. I
mean, that leads really nicely into my 7 secrets.
Oh, does it?
Of selling it.
Oh, well, that was convenient.
Yeah, so pens to the ready, 7 secrets of successful selling.
Oh, I'll be interested in this. Right, can I get a pen?
And the first one is be clear who your customers are and what you are selling.
Absolutely.
So, are you selling your hobby, your interest and your passion? Or are you selling an heirloom piece? Are you selling a work of art?
Yeah.
Are you selling a classic timeless piece? There is a difference.
Yeah. Of course there is.
People may not necessarily want to buy your hobby, but they will want to buy that classic piece, that piece of art, that heirloom piece.
Absolutely.
I was talking to a lovely guest designer the other week. We'd gone out for lunch, and her work is stunning. And she said she makes very artsy style jewellery. Yeah, that's her passion. And she was very clear that when somebody is going to buy a piece of her work, they are buying a piece of art.
Absolutely.
And therefore, her price tag will reflect that. It's not going to be £100, it's not going to be £150. Yeah. It's kind of like the Banksy style.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're buying a one-off.
Yeah. So
they're not buying her hobby, they're buying
a unique
piece
opportunity.
Of art.
Absolutely.
So be clear about what you are selling. And as we said in the earlier tips about your marketing plan, communicate that to your customer.
Yeah.
Let them know that they're buying a classic piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
So number 2, be a chameleon and look for things that you have in common with your customer. So if a customer comes along and they might have, I don't know, small children, just say, oh, how old are your kids? My son is all grown up now.
Absolutely.
And it's about getting talking, it's about building that rapport with your customer. They could be wearing something, they might have a bag and says, oh, I've got a bag similar to that. I absolutely love that. Find common ground and
important.
Draw them in. So don't be sat there on your phone, long
disinterested,
day.
because they'll be disinterested.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You've got to draw your customer in and engage them. And once you've engaged them and drawn them in, you've got to ask the right questions. And once you've asked those right questions, you've got to listen really carefully. So plan your questions in advance and think carefully about what your customer is telling you. Your customer will tell you if they're ready to buy. Yeah, and they might not say, oh, I want to buy that today, but they might say, oh, I'm looking for a gift for my mum.
Yeah.
Or, I'm just looking for something for myself. They're giving you those signals. So when you hear those signals, you've got to be ready.
Yeah.
So it'll be, if it's for your daughter, how old's your daughter? The latest fashion is this, or these have been really popular. What colours does she like?
And it's trying to ask as well open-ended questions. Try and ask questions that they've got to talk to you, not yes or no answers, because again, otherwise it can cut the conversation short.
Yeah.
So again, and as Angela said, be attentive. It really is important. We have just had a quick message come in actually.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's our lovely Kathleen in beautiful Norfolk. Is it possible to show item OPGC91 only, image available, unavailable? Thank you, Kathleen, Norfolk. Right. Which one is OPGC12? The earring stands. Yeah, of course we can. I'll tell you what I could just quickly do. Sorry, Angela, to stop you in full flow. But can we just bring these back for our lovely... we'll just pop these back over. I think it was this one, wasn't it? For the earrings. Now, actually, what we've done is we've actually utilised the earring stands with some of our lovely Angela's designs. Now, there are actually 3 of them. Have I got another one? Yeah, oh, there is a. Oh, right, okay. There is a 3rd one. Not too sure where I've popped it. Sorry. Yep, no. No, I think it was, yeah, I don't know where the third one is. I'm so sorry. There were 3 of these. Oh, we've got it here. Have we?
Sorry,
there we go. It's all right, my darling. There we go. So this is what you get. You get the 3 ring mounts, okay, or 3 display stands in the lovely clear acrylic. Then you get the black, and the reason we do the 2 different tones is because some gemstones and some precious metals work better on the darker or the lighter. And then we've got 3 very beautiful, I must say, very, very contemporary. And again, it's nice to see the acrylic clear earring stands, because again, they don't sort of they don't compete with the jewellery. Sometimes when you have sort of earring stands made out of card, or they're black or whatever, they can sort of devalue the jewellery sometimes. So we've gone for this lovely clear acrylic, and it really is wonderful. So just to give you an idea there, and this is for our code OPGC91, $9.95, and you get those 7 presentation, the 4 ring mounts, 3 acrylic clear, 1 in the black ring mount, and the 3 earring stands. And we have, I know this has been incredibly popular, if I just pop this in as well, there is your wonderful, sturdy, great quality T-bar, and as we said there, we've gone to just $6.95 on the T-bar, and it's wonderful. You can display your watches, your bracelets, your necklaces, your gemstone strands. It's wonderful, it really is, and those are just so popular today. Everybody's trying to get hold of those. And we said as well, even if you don't have a craft fair, and if you don't sell your jewellery, I've got a couple of these at home in my wardrobe, and I put all my necklaces and bracelets and watches on there, and they are inside my wardrobe, and they display beautifully, and they're lovely and easy to put your jewellery away, and they're fantastic. So I use them personally for my jewellery at home. They're wonderful. And when I bought my T-bar, it was $12.95. It certainly wasn't $6.95, but I bought it from elsewhere, so there you go. Okay, so now we've just been talking about, so I'll just move those to one side if that's okay. We've been talking about getting your kids involved, haven't we? Because a lot of kids break up this week, don't they?
Yes, yeah.
So these are perfect. Obviously they're not restricted to children, but they're just to give you an idea. Now if I give you these lovely colours, okay, right, so you're getting, it's called an elastic stasher. So brilliant for your elastic bracelets, for example. 2 times 10 metre, and look at these colours. So you're getting 20 reels in total, so that's 20 metres in total. They're 0.6 mil, and just look at those colours. You've got everything from chocolate, peridot, lime green, beautiful orange, neon apatite blue, you've got the clear, you've got the red, you've got the pink, you've got the fuchsia, you've got the black, you've got the purple. 2 lots, that's 20 metres. Now those are fun and fabulous, aren't they?
I'm thinking carnivals, festivals.
Yeah, festivals,
brilliant.
Absolutely.
Beautiful colours.
Yeah, they're wonderful, aren't they? What a big burst of, big splash. It's like burst, juicy colour, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I know that there's a couple of big brand designers who are using coloured elastic going through clear quartz and
that's what
crystal.
I love all that.
Yeah, beautiful. And you get not just the beauty of the gem, but also the beautiful colour coming through. Gorgeous.
I think it's lovely because contrast is in. That big splash of colour is in. It really is. We were saying the other day, you go looking at fashion at the moment and it is colour-tastic everywhere. It's like an explosion of colour, isn't it? It's just
but
beautiful.
also use them together. Don't just think you've got to use them on their own. Yeah. Use them together.
Yeah, braid them, plait them.
Yeah, braid them, plait them, macramé with them.
Absolutely.
All sorts.
Look at those colours. They're sparkling. So you get two lots, 10 metres in each one. Let's give you the price. Boom.
That's good.
Again,
that
profit opportunity, Angela.
Of course, of course. You know, and again, you know, not just for children's jewellery, but again, because of the bright colours, if you're working with people with visual impairments,
totally agree.
You know, and rehabilitation, it's going to be great visually, but in terms of sensory as well, it's going to make that difference.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Beautiful.
They're absolutely lovely. Oh, we've got another message coming in. Thank you so much for getting involved in the show today, by the way. It's Maxine again. Oh, she's just started out, Maxine has, in Tennessee. When I sold my paintings at art fairs, I had customers sign a guest book. Oh, no, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea. That's a fabulous idea.
Because I tell you what, not only do you get the details for marketing potential for further business, but you've also got that sort of almost comfort blanket for your new customers to see what your existing customers are saying about you.
Exactly.
That's a cracking idea.
It certainly is, because your reviews are very important. If you've got a brand new customer and they don't know you, having a guest book or a review system where people can add comments and you can showcase them is going to build that confidence for your new customers.
Totally agree. And we've got another message coming in from Gaynor. Hello, lovely girl. She said, hi, Zena and Angela. Great show as always. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Gaynor. I had my first craft fair. How wonderful 2 weeks ago, and it went better than I could have imagined.
Excellent.
That is
well done.
It just lifts your spirit to hear that, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Well done. I'm really happy for you. You know, as I say, jewellery is always going to be a top seller.
Well, if you think about it, right dating back to we'll just get to that message, Sarah, in a second. Oh, sorry, Maxine, I'm having that doll. What a fab idea. I see what you mean. Right, the guest book. Got it. Sorry, I was thinking, having that doll. Have we done a doll? Yeah, I've got it. It's a great idea, isn't it, Sarah? And the thing is, if you think about it, thousands of years, thousands and thousands and thousands of years, dating right back to early man, we've adorned ourselves with jewellery. For thousands of years, that will continue. It's inevitable.
It is. It's intrinsic to who we are as individuals, as people. I was going to say as women, but also for men as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, and children, it is part of that. And, you know, you look at some cultures, and I'm thinking, you know, some of the African tribal cultures, some of the Indian cultures, and jewellery, is a massive part of their culture. Jewellery is here to stay. Always 100%. Has been, always will be.
100%. And I think when you're dealing with genuine gemstones, which is what we bring you from Jewellery Maker, then it's just great to know that you are selling genuine gemstones. Angela in Cleveland, across the pond. Hello, lovely. I've just done my research at my shopping centre and was amazed at the prices high street jewellery commands for faux stones and fake stones. Totally agree. Obviously, there is a market out there for costume jewellery. That's great. But why fake it when you can get the real deal? When you can get the real rubies and emeralds and tanzanites and kunzites and garnets and pearls and shells and corals, the list is endless. It just is. It is wonderful. Yeah, wonderful.
And as you say, there is a market out there for everything and every style. There is, you know, but being able to offer your customers genuine gemstone that is being created not by man's hands but by Mother Nature. Absolutely. You know, from the earth.
It's just,
to me, that's something really special.
So special. It's just wonderful. You can see we get excited, can't you? And you know, we make no apology for that, because we love what we do, don't we? It's a joy. It's an absolute joy. And by the way, the elastic sold out. Okay. Shall we go back? Which point did we get to before I rudely interrupted you, Angela?
Not at all, not at all. So we talked about asking the right questions. So the fourth point is about empathise with your customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, show some empathy. So, you know, you might not agree with their point of view, you might not even like their attitude, but have some empathy, you know, because we've all been there and people have come along and thought, I'm not paying that for that, I could get it down the supermarket for half the price. That's fine, but show some empathy. So, you know, think about what you're going to say to those objections, you know, and you could say something like, I understand why you feel like that. However, our prices reflect the quality of the products that we're bringing to you. We're bringing you Mother Nature's natural gemstones, high quality sterling silver.
Because they might not understand that.
Exactly. And it's handmade. So don't just, you know, give back that attitude. Show some empathy, because that empathy can lead to that sale. You can turn that customer around.
They might be having a bad day, they might have had a bad experience. It might not be a representation of who they usually are. They may not mean any offence. It's just sometimes, you know, we all have a bad moment. You can turn them around.
Exactly.
You can turn them around into your best customer with a bit of empathy.
Yeah, definitely. So welcome objections, because they are an opportunity. You know, sometimes people get a bit disheartened because customers have said their prices are too high, or, you know, they don't like what they've made. You know, whatever the objection, use it as an opportunity. Don't see it as a threat, but use it to generate further interest. So if they say, oh, you know, I don't like that style, then say to them, well, what styles do you like?
Yeah.
You know, do you like something, you know, a bit more statement, a bit more elaborate, or do you like something soft and gentle and delicate? What styles do you like?
Yeah.
You know, if they're complaining about the price, you might say, okay, well, what sort of price point would you be happy to pay for that?
And it might give you some future ideas.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly.
You know.
In which case you can then offer them some discounts.
Yeah.
So don't always see objections as a negative.
Absolutely.
Use it and ask the right questions to turn it around.
And sometimes they just want to feel involved. They want to feel that their opinion matters.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's all it is.
Yeah. So do let people know, you know, if they say, oh, it's too expensive, well, it does cost a little bit more, but then it does cost more than similar that's on the market. However, it's made to last.
Yeah.
It's quality, and we offer a no quibble repair service.
Yeah.
Or you know, something like that. Show them the added value of buying from you rather than your customer.
And if, as we said earlier, you'd worked in all that cost of incorporating the gift bag, the gift box, the earring stand, you can say, did you know this comes with the earring stand and it comes with the gift box? They'll be, so straight away you could turn them around that way.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right. So number 6, the 6th point, and this is when I work with people and I really thrash through why they're not getting the sale. It's often because of this point.
Yeah.
They don't
ask for it.
They don't ask for the sale.
Yeah.
They don't ask for the sale. You must ask for the sale and close the sale.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Well, you look for those signals. You've learned to read people's body language, you know, and key into that, because people will give you those cues and signals. And as soon as the customer is ready, you close the sale with a simple question. So if somebody is saying, oh, I really like that, I usually say, please try it on.
Absolutely.
And I will take it off the stand, I will open it, and I will physically go to them. And if I can just pop that on you.
Feel free. Can you do it under my hair?
I've got it, yeah. And I will pop it on, and I will give them a mirror.
I'm just going to say, have a mirror on you available.
That's right. Give them a mirror, and I will stand back.
Now, it's a bit busy, my top, so apologies about that. But straight away, the second, obviously you wouldn't have a busy top on like this ideally, but straight away, that looks lovely actually. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm okay. No, I'm all right. I think I've just stopped myself. But straight away you can see it in situ, and straight away they can start to envisage.
That's right.
Right, oh my goodness me, that looks amazing. And sometimes jewellery looks totally different on.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And again, and this is key, have that mirror. Yeah. Have that, because the amount of times I've seen at craft fairs, they haven't got a mirror. Yeah. That's just ridiculous.
Exactly.
You want to see how lovely it looks and how it feels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let the customer have a look in the mirror and pay genuine compliments.
Yeah.
People will know if you're being genuine or not. And if it doesn't quite suit, or it's too long or too fussy, then offer them an alternative.
And don't be frightened to say to somebody, because you've got to be genuine.
Yes.
Don't be frightened to say, oh, actually, I don't think that suits you. I think that might suit you better.
Absolutely.
Be honest.
Yeah.
You know, because some jewellery isn't for everybody.
People will pick up on that, and they will appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, because it is about being honest. You've got to be honest. And some things, I know what I look good in and what I don't. And if I've got somebody saying, "Oh, you look great," and I know I don't, I will start to be untrusting.
Exactly. You're not going to believe anything they say.
Have the nerve to say, I'm not sure about that. How about this? And they'll appreciate and they'll trust you more. Yeah. And it is about that. And Tracy just said, and if they say, oh, stay too long, you can amend for free. If they, sorry, I've got you. So if they think the necklace is too long, you could say, oh, actually, I could amend that for free.
That's
and that's a great point, Tracy, isn't it?
Exactly. So always take your tools. What I would say, though, if you're going to do adjustments or you're going to make on your stall, which is a great idea, always have somebody else with you.
Yeah.
because what you don't want to do is be in the middle of making an adjustment and you've got a customer and you can't deal with the customer, and you've it's happened to me before. Yeah. Do you know, and somebody's like, oh, I'll be back in a few minutes, and they never come back. Yeah. So if you're going to do that, make sure you've got somebody with you. Yeah.
Or somebody that can do that for you, even.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once the customer is admiring themselves, and you've said, oh, that really suits you. Actually, it'll go with your blues and your creams. It'll go with your various colours. And they're going, that's really nice. Yeah. Then you close the sale by. That's right. So you close the sale. Another simple question.
How would you like to pay?
Exactly. That is exactly it.
Oh,
how would you like to pay? Or, would you like me to wrap that up for you now?
Would you like it gift wrapped?
Yes. So don't ask them, would you like to buy it? Because they'll go,
yeah, not sure.
No, not sure. I'll have to think about that. But assume...
Cash or credit card?
Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Assume that they're going to buy. Assume that. Yeah. So just say, right, would you like me to wrap that up for you?
Absolutely.
How would you like to pay? We do take cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like that wrapped in some tissue, or
your organza bag?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. And just quickly, Susie's just said, loving the tips. Kiss. I would always have some material to place in their neck in various colours. So if they have a top that doesn't go with the piece, that's a good idea.
That is a wonderful idea. So like your swatches of fabric.
I've got some. Right. Do you know what? Do you mind? Can I do this now? This is Suze. That is a brilliant. Let me just show you these, because I tell you what, this would be ideal. Okay. What? How spooky was that? That's the spookiest thing. Now those elastics have gone, so let me just move those to one. Oh, sorry, I've had a leaning tower of. Now this is a great idea. Now Suze has just said, have a swab of fabric with you. So if something they've got on doesn't suit, or they were trying to picture it with an outfit that they've got at home, this is a cracking idea as well, because we've got these lovely fabrics full of fun. You've got some plains. So again, if we were trying to, as we just said there, obviously you can make jewellery with these as well, but just to give you an idea of what Suze was talking about there, if we decided that my top was too busy, you could literally do that. You could literally do that on your stall. Brilliant idea. That's not what these are designed for, but it's a great usage for them.
And your customer will then be able to see all the different colours and tones
that come to life.
Jewellery will go with.
Absolutely, but obviously these are wonderful to make jewellery with in their own right. They're fantastic. We've got these beautiful colours. You've got some lovely plains, so just to give you an idea, gorgeous plains. We've also got these patterned brocades as well, and the patterns are gorgeous. They're almost like the Zari effect with this beautiful tinsel on the brocade. They are amazing. All these beautiful, beautiful colours. And again, if you don't make your jewellery with them, you can make a lot of. Again, you can sort of make your cushions look more bright. You can recover. You can do cushion seats, all different things as well, can't you?
Jewellery pouches.
Oh yeah.
And jewellery rolls.
Yeah.
And sell those with your pieces, and then they just roll up to keep it safe.
We had one of our guest designers the other week suggesting clutch bags out of these, or makeup bags, or just so many opportunities. We've got some beautiful colours. I mean, just lovely. Make your own scarves, make your own jewellery. In fact, I will grab, there's a necklace over there that we've actually made out of one of these fabrics, which I'll run and show you about those in a moment. Okay. And I think somebody's running, it's Phil. Phil's gone to find it. And then look at these. These are gorgeous. Oh my, they're quite psychedelic, aren't they?
Certainly is. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And you get this whole stash. Thank you, Phil. Just wanted to show you an idea as well, where this is this beautiful fabric, and it's lovely, great for taking on holidays because it's very lightweight as well. Yeah. And it's literally had the wire created into those lovely toggle coils, and then you toggle clasp, and it's that simple, and it's a lovely lightweight piece. And they are just, look at that, just from that beautiful one design of fabric. That's just to give you an idea of how you could create. And they're wonderful as well. You could attach cabochons to these as well, couldn't you?
Absolutely. You could stick your cabochons onto the fabric. Yeah. You can soutache around that.
Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
So many different things. I mean, the fabrics, you're going to have so many different uses for it.
Absolutely.
My friend, she makes handbags and soft toys and little pink cushions, and she would absolutely love this.
I know,
collection.
almost, you know, when you make the coverings for the beds as well.
Yeah,
and you do all the little
quilts and
patchwork.
that,
Again, there's so many opportunities. You've got all those plains, you've got all those lovely, the solid polyester sheets, you've got the two-tone, you've got the pattern velvet, you've got those beautiful pattern brocades. They're just superb. I mean, all those, the plains, you've literally got these pinks, these purples, these blues. If I can just show you all the plains in one, the colours are breathtaking, aren't they? Just stunning look, blues and pinks and purples and oranges, and then you've got those wonderful brocades. They've just got that tinsel, beautiful lustre, haven't they, on them?
I mean, that is an absolutely superb price, because for any, I mean, I've got I know, I've got.
We're going better than that.
Goodness me.
We're going seriously better than that as well.
I started my craft career sewing and dressmaking, and anybody who's familiar with sewing will understand fat quarters. And fat quarters is just a quarter of a metre.
And that's how you buy it?
Yeah, and usually companies will sell sort of like 4 in a pack, so 4 quarters of a metre in a pack, yeah, and they're called fat quarters, and you can pay anything from up to £20 just for 4. Yeah,
and we've just gone for.
I know.
Have you done £9.95, you little monster?
Yeah,
Phil.
And that is a lot of fabric.
I was just going to say, let's fold them out. That's just one piece.
That is a lot. Look. It's more than a fat quarter. It's superb. Honestly, superb.
Oh, that's just what. That's just one piece.
Beautiful. Do you know, that would look gorgeous as table runners on a little table.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that look beautiful?
And napkin holders and.
I've got a tiny little table in my kitchen, and that would look beautiful just draped over.
That's
as a runner.
Sorry, was that my microphone? I do apologise. Sorry. Gosh, I can't believe that value for money.
I know.
And I'll tell you what, let's just check one of the pattern fabrics for size. Let's have a little look at the size of this one as well. Gosh, they're all generous, look.
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at that.
Absolutely beautiful.
Honestly,
I'm just blown away.
I can't believe
the
lovely feel as well.
Beautiful. You're going to have so many uses for that.
It's such fun as well. You know, such an opportunity of so many options to work with.
Yeah. I mean, my friend would, make pin cushions. She'd make dolls. Yeah. She'd make dolls dresses, all sorts of things. You're not limited to just jewellery, but if you wanted to use it in your jewellery, superb.
Just superb.
Now,
so that's your 7 points, isn't it?
No, just got one more to go.
We've got one more.
Sorry.
I do apologise.
So ask for your sale, and close it by, how would you like to pay for that?
Would you like a gift
exactly. So, assume that the customer is going to buy it.
Which of course they are.
And then once they've said yes, and usually they get the card out, and you've closed that sale, wish them well, give them your contact details, and move on to the next one. Because the minute you start carrying on it with your pitch, or I made it myself and it's all genuine gemstone, sometimes you can end up talking yourself out of the sale.
Totally agree. Yeah.
So once they've decided to buy it, cut your pitch. I've had customers who's come up and I've not even had a chance to do my pitch. They're like, right, can I have that, please? And you're just like, package it up and everything, job done. Yeah. Whereas if you start going into all your pitch and your spiel, sometimes you can talk yourself out.
Some people don't want to be sold to.
Exactly.
Some people just know what they want. They come up. If I come up and as you say, I want that, and then they start going through it all. Sometimes people haven't got time.
No, exactly.
They know what they want.
Exactly.
They're off.
Exactly.
But that's like you say, be a chameleon as well.
Yes.
Everybody, your sale approach, depending on who you're selling to, will be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the 7 points to getting yourself, the 7 secrets of successful selling. I will put those on my Facebook page and as a downloadable document on my website. Please bear with me. I'm a little bit behind with uploading all my tips. I've been so busy sort of coaching and teaching and working with individuals.
Do that, Angela.
Well, I will do that probably in the next week or so. So do keep your eyes peeled on my website.
Okay.
So can I just give my website details?
Yeah, we can do that, can't we, Phil? Yep.
Yes. Well, my Facebook page is JM Guest Stroke Tutor Angela Edwards, and my website is www.jewellerycraftsacademy.com.
Well, there you go. And you can book on one of Angela's wonderful business courses
as well. And we've also got selling online, a brand new course starting in September.
Fantastic.
So that's for anybody who wants to sell online.
Brilliant.
And using social media and websites.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you so much. I tell you what, I found that so fascinating.
That's been
brilliant.
Really good.
I hope you all have as well. Well, we guess you have by the messages you've been popping in. So we've got the 4 o'clock challenge coming up after the break. So and we're going to challenge you as well, Angela.
Yes.
Oh yes, it's all going on. We'll see you after the break.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay 1 postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Sarah Elvin brings you her DVD, Friendship Bracelets. This fantastic DVD is filled with excellent techniques to create the perfect friendship bracelet. This includes the chevron style bracelet, the knitted style bracelet, and the crisscross bracelet. Friendships are forever, and so are bracelets. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at Jewellery Maker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Emerald is a member of the beryl family. It's one of the only gemstone families named for its chemical composition, beryllium aluminium silicate. Emeralds often display three-phase inclusions, and these can include a liquid-filled cavity, which can sometimes have either a little gas bubble or even a crystal, and it's really interesting to see in the case of emerald, because as you turn the stone, the elements within the inclusions can actually move as well. The finest examples of emerald do come from Colombia still, and there's quite an array of colours in the different tones of green. Other localities for emerald include Pakistan and Namibia.
Hello my lovelies, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Thank you so much for your company. Keep those texts coming in, getting involved, that's lovely. On 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, and we can't read them all out of course, but we read out as many as we can, and we love you getting involved, so thank you so much. Well, as you can see from behind me, it's the 4 o'clock. I got it out. I can't get these words out. 4 o'clock challenge. I tell you what, I can't get that out. 4 o'clock challenge. I've got it now. And this is where we bring you the most fantastic hours worth of every deal we can possibly bring you, my lovelies. I've got some beautiful cabochons. In fact, I've got some amazing cabochons looking at me now. Gorgeous. Which cabochons are we starting with? Ah, okay. Let me start with these. Okay, we will be challenging Angela as well. Now these have only ever been on once before. Let me show you these. These are stunning. They are Chrysocolla. Now, highly sought after by many sort of gem enthusiasts, these are, because they're especially prized for their attractive colours and these absolutely unique array of patterns on Chrysocolla. They are stunning. Let me just give you a little bit of insider tip here for you. Stunning when they're set into sterling silver or silver coloured. Now, they do work great in the gold as well, but particularly silver Chrysocolla lends itself to. And it's very, very sought after. It belongs to a very small group of copper-bearing gemstones, which also includes turquoise, which I don't think would surprise you, and Paraiba tourmaline. Super rare Paraiba tourmaline. Now what I'm offering you here, look at this. Look at this, 240 carats of rare Chrysocolla. Okay, now they're multi-shapes. On this particular example here in the studio, I've got elongated ovals, I've got trilliant, I've got elongated pear drops, ovals. As we talked about, cabochons make beautiful pendants, of course, make beautiful rings, anything from setting onto fabric to wire wrapping, all sorts of opportunities with cabochons. Now we should be at $27.95. We are going to we're going to beat that price for you. We're going to match the launch price. I'm just checking there, yeah, 240 carats of wonderful Chrysocolla. They are superb. And it's this very alluring, the reason Chrysocolla is very sought after, and a lot of gem collectors are after this gemstone, is this alluring, very unusual tone. They're vivid blues, they're these sort of green cyans almost, and that is down to the levels of copper impurities within. Chrysocolla is magical. Very attractive, it's got this lovely vitreous luster, and it's completely and utterly natural. Now, Cleopatra is known for wearing her emeralds, isn't she? Well, she was also known for wearing Chrysocolla. So this was very much, yeah, absolutely, my director said, really? Very much reserved for royalty back in the day. This was in Egyptian times. And Cleopatra herself was a massive, massive fan of Chrysocolla. And you see how utterly fantastic every single one is. I'd love to make a lovely cuff bracelet out of one of these, actually. We were talking about if I just put one on my wrist there, we were talking about that lovely DVD that we were bringing to you earlier, weren't we, at $14.95. They're only about £3 each, the wire wrapping of the cabochon. And it did actually explain to you how to do a wrist cuff. So you could create a wrist cuff with these amazing Chrysocolla, beautiful beachwear. Really, really lovely as well. They're fantastic, and as I said, sought after, highly sought after by gem enthusiasts. That's a great opportunity there. 240 carats, incredible. $24.95. Okay. Now I have oh, now I've never seen, in all the array of colours that I've bought to you since I've been on Jewellery Maker, I've never seen teal pearls. Wow, this is a treat. Goodness me, I've never seen this colour, and it is beautiful. Oh, they're Baroque pearls, as you can see. 7 by 8 mil, and this glorious teal colour. So that almost sort of greeny blue, isn't it, teal? And isn't it lovely? I tell you what, these would go beautifully with the Chrysocolla, wouldn't they? Look at this. Teal, oh my word, perfection. That is absolutely perfect, look. Teal Baroque cultured pearls with those Chrysocolla cabochons. That is a match made in heaven, isn't it? Oh, lovely. Now, you won't have seen these before. These lovely, lovely teal. Oh, do you remember as well that gorgeous set I bought you earlier? If you were tuned in earlier, look, the shell set earlier. Look, are they all gone? Oh, okay. Well, if you did manage to get them, they would go beautifully with your teal pearls, wouldn't they? Still worth a little cheeky look, wasn't it? Let's get the price in. That's a brand new strand. That's fantastic. In this lovely, lovely teal green. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe that's £6.95. What an absolute treat. Beautiful cultured pearls with that gorgeous teal colour. That's wonderful. And as we were saying earlier, if you did also manage to get that incredible sterling silver 45-piece findings kit earlier for that £12.95, I think it was, going from memory. My goodness me, this would be a wonderful addition. You could create so much profit margin, couldn't you? But it's that colour, that absolutely glorious teal. £6.95. Oh, lovely, lovely. Now these, I saw these a moment ago and I just said to my lovely producer Phil, I just said, these are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now we're limited on these. We've not seen these since October 2014. Wow. 130 carats of multicoloured quartz in these lovely puffy hearts. Aren't they fabulous? I've never seen these. They're lovely. Each one is totally unique. 7 by 8 mil. I'm just literally, I mean, look at these lovely colours. Beautiful tones. Each one's got its own personality, without question. Each one is totally unique. This lovely long strand. They're so cute, aren't they? Oh, and in that lovely sterling silver pack that we bought you earlier, if you did manage to get it, don't forget it had got that, I think it was an 8-inch sterling silver heart chain in it, hadn't it? Oh my goodness me, that would be lovely with these, wouldn't it? You could create a lovely bracelet or some lovely earrings with these lovely multicoloured, gorgeous puffy hearts in the quartz. Now we should be asking for $9.95, but we are going and giving you over 30% saving there to the baseline online price of $6.95. We've just turned that 9 upside down to a 6. That's what we've done. We've stood that 9 on its head, haven't we? Half the stock has gone. I did say this was limited, I'm afraid. Aren't they lovely? Look at all those different colours as you go down. Each one totally individual. Aren't they cute? 130 carats. Are they gone? Aww, you got them. Well done. They're so cute, aren't they? So cute. They're lovely. Oh, how about we bring you a really lovely chain? I've never seen this before either. Oh, this is a lovely treat. Totally neutral. So again, go with everything. Now, what I'm going to show you about this chain, look, this lovely white quartz. Now you could have this on its own, of course. However, can you see in between, look, you've got these little loops already in situ. Now, how easy would it be to add some lovely little, almost even if you pop some lovely featherweight head pins on there, and then you added in some lovely, for example, black spinel, or you add in some of those lovely little hearts that you've just got, if you've managed to get those as well, added to this beautiful, but again, this can be kept totally neutral. Add your black gemstones in, your black onyx, your black spinel, your black whatever you'd like to pop in. Now, again, to give that monochrome look, or add in all your lovely colour. Lovely. I mean, again, if you just add in those teal pearls that you've just got, gives you that almost frozen effect, doesn't it? Let it go, let it go. $6.95. I'm limited on this. It's a whole metre of this lovely, lovely plain, well, I love the way we say plain round. They're just perfect. 130 carats. Make a lovely bracelet, wouldn't it? Inject some colour into there. Easily get a couple of 16-inch necklaces and a bracelet out of this, of course. But what I love about when you've got clear quartz such as this, it's just, and again, can I just show you, because on its own, it's lovely. Really lovely. I'd have this as a really long 30-inch necklace, I would. Really, really lovely. And if you did get that great kit that we... Oh, is that gone as well, pretty much? If you got that great kit that we were showing you earlier, that Angela created those fantastic pieces with the gears and the cogs and the pointers, they'd go lovely with that clear, wouldn't it? Really lovely. Right then, so... Oh, green amethyst. I love green. I love the fact that amethyst comes in that deep, rich purple, and lavender amethyst in the lovely lavender tone, and pink amethyst and gorgeous green amethyst. Now, green amethyst is just beautiful. Now, as well, do you remember when we were talking, if you've just managed to get those lovely colourful elastics that sold out earlier? And we were talking about, Angela and I were talking about putting different colours of wire. And if you think today we brought you lovely turquoise wire, we brought you the lovely antique bronze wire, we brought you all those lovely multicoloured elastics earlier. Now, put a contrast. You could put green through, of course. We did have lovely lime green actually in the elastics, but if you put a contrasting colour, so let's say bright pink or a lovely orange. Think of the colours that go with green, lovely orange or lemons, even reds through there. It just really would make such a fun piece of jewellery. Again, I'm thinking of the elastics to give you that lovely elasticated bracelet, for example. And they're just gorgeous. And if you've never worked with green amethyst, it's got the most beautiful pastel green tone. It's really, really lovely. Very, very feminine. Have you just given us a naughty clearance price, Phil? I think that would look great with the contrasting wire or elastic, don't you? They're lovely, aren't they? Aren't they beautiful? Really pretty. I'm limited on those, though. Okay, we've got lots to get through. Gosh, we haven't got long of the show left, have we? But good luck on those. $5.95. For those of you that watch Jewellery Maker regularly, you will know that that's a very naughty clearance price. And don't forget, you do get your 30-day money-back guarantee. And one post and packaging. We haven't mentioned that for a bit, have we? One post and packaging, $2.95. Okay, fantastic. So good luck. Lovely to see. And again, what we were saying earlier as well, and I'm sure again Angela will agree with me, she's been giving you all these marketing and selling tips if you sell your jewellery. If you offer all the birthstone jewellery, for example, people may come to your stall or your online business, wherever, and say, oh, amethyst, and they'll go straight for the purple. It's not until you say, yeah, but did you know that it comes in pink and lavender and green? And again, it's another way to show your experience, your knowledge of the gemstone, and your choice, your range of choice of your gemstones. So another good point there as well. Oh, now, druzy. Druzy gives you guaranteed sparkle. It's almost like Tinkerbell dust has been poured into these cabochons. It's just amazing. Now, these are fabulous, and I do mean fabulous. Now, what we guarantee you is the carat weight. Now, look at this. Turquoise coloured agates with this beautiful, sparkling window of druzy. And let me show you, each one is totally unique. They vary in shade of colour. Now, beautiful. You've got the turquoise within, look, with this almost powder blue. And then again, your lovely window of sparkling druzy. And because when you've set that into your jewellery, it will really catch the light. Now, just to give you an idea, if I just pop that on the neckline. We were talking about beach jewellery, weren't we? Look at this. Do you see, as the light catches, you've got that window of beautiful sparkle. They're lovely. Now, they're all totally different, absolutely. $14.95, wow. Okay, now each one will be different. Now, I'd make a lovely, if I pop that the other way around, I'd actually make a lovely ring out of that, wouldn't you? Do a lovely contrasting wire wrap in silver for me personally, and it would be fascinating, look, lovely. Now, of course, every single one is different, so in this particular instance I've got 5, you may get 4, you may get 5, you may get 6. We guarantee you the cab weight, the cabochon weight, which is of your carat weight, 340 carats. You've got that because they're cabochon, they're completely flat on the one side and lovely and smooth, so very wearable. And then you've got this lovely domed effect. That's exactly what a cabochon is. It's got like a domed effect. It's been beautifully cut, beautifully polished. It's lovely to have the array of shapes as well, isn't it? Again, don't forget, each parcel will be different. That's why I know a lot of you do tend to buy your sort of 2s to see what you get, don't you? You're intrigued. And they are just magical. Every single one is unique. And that beautiful turquoise, if you are, and a lot of people have a beach section. I don't know whether you've seen this actually, Angela, but I've seen this when I've been to craft fairs. They do tend to have a lot of people I've seen, especially as it comes into the spring and summer months, you tend to see a beach section, whether it's your beach nuggets or and things. I've seen quite a few stores recently, inland as well, in the West Midlands, so we're nowhere near really any sort of sea locations, but they've got a whole beach section.
Wow.
And I think that's a genius idea.
Those would be beautiful, because that just evokes the whole holiday feel, doesn't it? But do you know what? Those would be great as part of your display as well, to drape, you know, some of your pieces. As a presentation piece, yeah. Exactly. Beautiful.
What a clever idea as well, because again, it's all about making everything
accessible as well.
Yeah.
But also, you know,
that's a lovely idea.
You know, if you're not a wire worker, because I'm not a wire worker, you know, I'd love to learn to do, you know, like what Laura does. Yeah. But I haven't got the strength in my hands to do that. So what I do with my cabochons is I set a love message on the back and set it in resin.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Yeah. So don't just think about your cabochons for wire. Use it with your resins as well. Yeah. So, you know, I did a show quite a while ago, and I'd put like a love message on the back, sprinkled it with a little bit of glitter, and on the agate, the resin, well, you do have to stretch it out a bit, but it will actually go over the back and it will set, and then you just create your bowl and you've got beautiful love message pendant.
Exactly, and that's the thing, people just automatically do think it's got to be wire wrapped. It hasn't. It absolutely hasn't. So they're lovely. They're lovely. If you've all managed to get these, well done. We were limited on them, though, I'm afraid. So congratulations to everybody that did get them. Now keeping on. Let me just get that stand back actually, because I'm just going to borrow it for a moment and pop those over there. Now, keeping on that theme with your cabochons, I've got these beautiful. These are lovely. Let me show you some of these. 500 carats over 5 pieces here we've got. Now I'll pick each one up because these will make a really dramatic piece. Now, we don't normally guarantee the number of cabochon slices that you get, but with these agate slices, we do actually say that you'll get 500 carats, and we do also say that we're going to give you 5 pieces in this set. Now, if I can show you these beautiful colours. Now, you need your natural daylight. I'm just trying to see if I've got to show you the torch to shine through. There is a torch box, isn't there? Oh, right, okay. Never used this. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's funky, isn't it? Now, look at these. Just to show you. Look at this. Because I just wanted to show you. There we go. I just wanted to show you that beautiful effect inside. And the lovely, lovely rawness of the edge. It's just, when you get this home and you see the edge of these beautiful, beautiful slices, they are amazing. Look at those, aren't they gorgeous? It is like an ocean effect within, isn't it? Beautiful. Now, we do say that you get 5 of them. You do get, let me pick you up another one just to show you that it's not just down to that one. Look at these. Look at those. Fascinating, the edges, aren't they, as well? Look. They're amazing. So you do get 5 of these. Just quickly go through. That's 3 in total now, look. Sorry if that light's catching you, but there we go, look. Wonderful. Shall I show you one on my neckline just to give you an idea? Okay, just to give you an idea of the size. Now, you could either have them, oh gosh, you wouldn't even need a close-up, would you? You can either have them, and again, need to get these out the studio, get them away from these big lights. But look at the size of these, aren't they amazing? They'd make the most amazing statement pieces, wouldn't they? Very, very dramatic. And again, as soon as you put the light through them, they are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they?
Stunning, stunning. I mean, I looked across and was just blown away by the colour on you know, behind the light. I mean, in Birmingham, the Central Library, in their shop, they have some of these in their cabinet for sale.
Yeah.
And they range from £5 to £9 each. And they're just great for display.
Yeah.
But also there's a designer that I follow, and on my page she's got one of those on a cord, and she's selling it for £245.
Wow.
A long pendant.
I was going to say, a lot of people do use these on the big long cords, don't they? The good sort of 30-inch cords.
Yeah.
And again, they look so, so creative, so designer. Now, we just talked there about the fact that we've seen these in the centre of Birmingham for, how much were you saying again?
Between £5 and £9 each.
So let's say in this instance, let's say we've got, let's be conservative. Let's be fair. Okay, let's say £5 each. I've got 5 of them. What's that? £25. And we're doing them for 8. We're basically also, Angela's seen them in the centre of Birmingham at £9 each. So basically, for the price of 1, you're getting 4 free of charge.
That is really good.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It certainly is. Because you don't just have to use them in jewellery as well. Use them around your home as well.
I'll tell you what, they're big enough to be a coaster. They're huge. What I like about these agates is the edge. I like that fascinating, beautiful. The edges are gorgeous, look. They're so unusual, these edges look. They're fascinating. Oh, they're amazing. And I know that we're talking about profit opportunity there that we've been talking about with Angela. I mean, my goodness me. Now, Angelique, hello, lovely. She said, wow, they are stunning. I've spent far too much this month already, but I want these. That's the thing, Angelique. Sometimes you think, no, I'm done. Got to sit on my hands, and then something like this comes along and you think, how can I not? They're lovely. Well done if you managed to get those. Gosh, we are got some beautiful cabochons, haven't we? Lovely. Okay, right then, what we doing next? Now, a lot of people talk to me about my birthstone, which is the garnet, which I'm about to bring you, and a lot of people don't appreciate that garnet comes in so many varieties. You think of spessartite garnet, in the orange you think of, there's Rajasthan rhodolite, I'm trying to think, grossular garnets, there's Savarite garnet, there's so many. When you come to the likes of Hessonite garnet, you kidding me? He's just given me a price on here, and he said, "It's. Do you get both? Do you get the?" Right? Can I tell you now? Hessonite garnet commands a good price tag. I can tell you that right now. We've got these lovely nuggets, and I know you love your nuggets, don't you? Of your lovely Hessonite garnet, 170 carats. And Hessonite garnet, when you get this out into daylight, hold the strand up to the sun and wait till you see it. It's just beautiful. In addition, now I apologise now if I manage to squeeze this in my tweezers, because it is a cabochon and it is likely to fly across the studio if I can't pick it up properly. We're going to give you a lovely 4-carat beautiful Hessonite garnet cabochon to go with it as well. Hessonite garnet is beautiful. It's this warm orangey tone. It's like nectar. $6.95 for 170 carats plus that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as I said, when you see it in natural daylight, it's gorgeous. Have you seen the length of this strand? It's a good size strand as well, look. 84 centimetre strand. 80 Hessonite garnet. Oh, it's lovely. I love Hessonite garnet. Look at those warm, neutral. I mean, what a beautiful autumnal tone piece this would make, wouldn't it?
It's gorgeous. It's very honey tone.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's
and if you do replica style pieces,
yeah,
then you know this is perfect, because if your style is Victorian,
yeah,
well, Victorian garnet was well renowned within Victorian jewellery. So you know, some people specialise in niche areas
pieces,
and
don't
period
they? Yeah.
pieces. Yeah, that'd be perfect. But even if you don't, it's just beautiful, because it's my birthstone as well.
Is it as well?
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, love it.
It's lovely, isn't it? I love garnet. I absolutely love it. But that cabochon alone, with all due respect, that cabochon alone is good value at $6.95. It is brilliant. And when you see this isn't even erupting into life for you yet. This needs to be absolutely appreciated in natural light. I'm doing it a disservice at the moment, to be fair, in the studio. Stunning, rare Hessonite garnet. Maureen, well done. Jenny, well done. Lois, Sabina, Suze, Dawn, Anon, well done. It's lovely. $6.95 I'd pay just for that beautiful, beautiful cabochon. And on in Greater London's got 2, well done. Jeffrey's just come in. Maureen, Jenny, Lois, Sabina, Suze, Dawn, and on in Devon, and on in Cheshire. There's an on in Yorkshire. Isabel, Carol, Lana. Wonderful value. Wonderful. Hessonite garnet. We don't see Hessonite garnet very often either, do we? So it's a lovely treat. Really, really lovely treat, and heck of a strand at 84 centimetres. Okay, now these, when you talk about your lovely colours, your lovely elasticated lovely strands that we brought you earlier, these are full of fun. And 3 strands in total, and each one a different size. Always helps to keep your design interesting, doesn't it, when you've got the different sizes? Okay, so you've got a heck of a carat weight as well. 640 carats, okay, in total. And as you can see here, 3 different sizes. We'll start with the biggest. You've got your 11mm. You got your 9mm, and you've got your 8mm. So 8, 9, and 11. And look at those colours. Aren't they lovely? Beautiful, beautiful multicoloured quartz. You've got, it's like a cheeky, rosy array of apples, isn't it? Because you've got those lovely greens, you've got those lovely juicy pinks as well. Little rosy apples. They're lovely. I like those. Well, you can get apples, pink apples. You can get green apples. They're lovely, aren't they? How about we bring you 3 strands? I can't, I'm giggling because I know the price. $9.95. That's so naughty. That is so naughty. That's brilliant. That's way less than £4 a strand.
It's one of those stasher.
It is a stash
deal, isn't it?
Stash-tastic deal.
You know, and I would love those as key rings, bookmarks, and incorporating those as bag charms as well. You know, they're just so bright and funky.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Again, great for festival.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Lovely. They are I've had another message come in. Oh, who's this from? Elizabeth in the West Midlands. Hello, lovely. Oh, what a price for garnet. I know. On that Hessonite garnet, I'd go $6.95 just for the cabochon. The 84 centimetre strands are thrown in there, quite simply. Incredible. You're loving these, aren't you? They're so lovely. They're so cute. Look, greens and whites and beautiful pinks. They're full of fun. Now, Anne in Lanarkshire, I have these and I team them with 3mm green seed beads. Lovely. Oh, I tell you what, that is a lovely idea. See, and again, a little bit of seed bead with these would look wonderful, wouldn't they? Oh, lovely idea. I like that idea. Thank you. Love it. Lovely. But again, you could alternate it. We brought you lovely pink seed beads recently and blues and greens, and you could have the pinks in there as well, couldn't you? They're so lovely. What a great deal. That's fantastic. Wow. Hang on a second. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I was just struggling to see what we were. Oh, these are lovely. Oh, I've got some seed beads here as well. Okay. Now, is this our challenge, Angela? Is it? Oh, Angela. Oh, these are rather nice, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful serpentine. So, tell you what's lovely as well. Well, I'm just going to hold just these up first of all, because I tell you what, because they're top drilled, you get that full effect of that lovely marquise. Now, marquise shape is a very, very wasteful gem cut, because obviously there's a lot of wastage, as you can imagine, as you cut that lovely marquise shape. But when it gives such a lovely effect, we can't help ourselves sometimes, can we? And because it's top drilled, they fall beautifully, don't they? Lovely, really lovely. Now couple that with the seed beads, as we were just talking about there. You've got the corresponding beautiful serpentine 2mm rounds, and 10 carats, would you believe, in this strand, and each of these totally natural. Aren't they lovely? Gorgeous. Now, both strands with your seed beads give you that little bit of element of detail. Again, pop some lovely silver spaces in there as well. We bought you some lovely silver spaces earlier, didn't we? Gosh, that's less than £5 a strand. Oh my word. Now, we've got these coming up in a moment. Look at those with them. Serpentine with the lovely green onyx would look amazing. Absolutely amazing. But this is the great thing about serpentine. You can literally put serpentine with anything. Look at these. Goes with everything, serpentine. Look at that. Would be amazing with a lapis lazuli, wouldn't it? Goes with everything. Okay? Seed beads and those top drilled marquees. And shall I give you an idea about how many that you've got? They're totally natural, by the way. Serpentine's beautiful. 2, 4, let me just count these for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I've got 16 of these. 16, just to give you an idea, look. Even from a distance there, aren't they lovely, look? Oh, yeah. They are lovely and totally natural. Beautiful. Okay, good luck on those. Right then, so let's bring you a little bit of some rose gold. Yeah. Now, let me show you these. We've got, did you see earlier on, if you were watching, we bought you some of the Trilogy spacers in silver. I've now got them in the rose gold, look. So in this rose gold accessories pack, I'm going to bring you these Trilogy bead spacers, and you get 12 of these. Rose gold plated copper. And then I love these, absolutely love these, because again, this is all about attention to detail. Your lovely toggle clasp here has got a Trilogy again, look, and it's got this sort of twisted rope effect. Now you could separate these and have them as nice large jump rings. You could then have just the toggle clasp at the top, so again, great for your cufflinks, your bracelets, your necklaces, your earrings, your connectors, or you could use them as these Trilogy with your Trilogy spacers, and they would look fantastic because you've got that attention to detail again. All the threes. They're lovely, aren't they? Now how many of those do you get? 10 of those. Wow. Now look at this. So 30 jump rings, rose gold. So rose gold, just double check, yeah, rose gold, they're lovely. Rose gold plated, of course. He's going to a naughty price for you again, $7.95. And I must say, those Trilogy spacers are fab. Let me just see if I can actually pop them. There you go. Just so I don't sort of miss that middle section for you. You get 12 of these, aren't they lovely? $7.95, they are rose gold plated copper. These are the lovely multi-bead spacers in threes, plus your extended rope toggle clasp as well, with that lovely twisted rope effect. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. $7.95, that's a great deal. Anne-Marie, good luck, lovely. In fact, we've got two Anne-Maries back to back there, one in Somerset and one in Pembrokeshire. They both got them, and on in Renfrewshire's got them, Sheila's got them, Susan and Isabel are trying to get hold of them. They're lovely. 10 of the toggle clasps and 12 of the multi-bead spacers, all in rose gold plated. Lovely copper. Gorgeous. Lovely. Okay, right then. So, now we've got, again, 3 different sizes. I think this is ever so clever. You don't have to use them all together if you don't want to. It's just that it's a great way for us to bundle them together for you, get you those wonderful price points, and keep it nice and interesting. Now, lovely apatite green. I see, I'd put these with the teal pearls. I love that. Two-tone. So you've got your apatite green and then your teal green pearls that we had earlier. That would look fabulous, wouldn't it? These would look lovely with the serpentines we just brought you as well. So we are talking about 480 carats in total. Beautifully faceted look. All rounds. 6mm, 8mm and 10mm. And that lovely, lovely apatite green. Beautiful array of colour. One of our budding beaders, our lovely Sue, my lovely friend Sue, has made a beautiful necklace with matching earrings. I'll get the pricing for you, and then I'll give you an idea just how glamorous these can look. Now, $12.85 is where I should be. It's still a fantastic price because it's less than £5 per strand. My lovely Phil is basically going to give you a deal. He was thinking about it, wasn't he? So normally when we're on air, $6.95 is our baseline price. That's basically buy one, get two free. That's the way we're looking at it, aren't we? Aren't they a fantastic colour and lovely facet work? They are lush. Shall I show you what our lovely Sue's created? Okay, we've got our very talented on-site budding beaders. And now I think these are very glamorous. Now think about this, right? All of this, just plus the chain and your clasp, for $6.95. Now our lovely Sue has added a lovely chain and then really bunched these together to give that lovely fluidity, almost waterfall effect, hasn't she? And then what she's done is, I'll turn it round for you in a moment. What she's done is, which a lot of people now do in their designs, I think it's ever so clever, they add at the bottom this extra little gorgeous, gorgeous apatite green quartzite, and she'll have popped the 6mm at the bottom there, just to sort of give that that fluidity from the front of the design to the back of the design. It gives that detail, and really nice if you've got your hair up to see that bead being suspended, and then matching earrings. Look, all with the, doesn't the rose gold go great with these? Oh my word, can I just, do you mind if I hold those up to my ear? They're lovely, aren't they? I tell you what, long drop earrings are really in at the moment. Really in. Look at those Bobby Dazzlers. Oh, they're lovely. Look at the facet work. Aren't they fabulous? Aren't they lovely?
Totally lush. I absolutely love that collection. It's caught my eye since I got in there. And you would never, ever, ever believe that £6.95 for the strand of that.
Yeah,
and
all through.
This is probably only used a quarter of a strand. That is a beautiful collection. It looks really expensive,
doesn't it?
It's beautiful.
I'll tell you what, these are off all over the place. They're going all over the world. Can I just say, I know our lovely Marilee's just come into the mix, and Patricia, Terry, Anon, Christine, Anna, Colette, Eleanor, Anon, Diane, Judy, Laurie. Gosh, you're all racing in. £6.95 is phenomenal for an incredible carat weight of beautiful apatite green quartz. What a lovely colour. I tell you what, if you love your turquoise, that's a beautiful colour, isn't it? And they go lovely with the Chrysocolla we had earlier. Wonderful. Now, we're into double columns already. You've gone absolute, how many? We've got 25 in baskets. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. We've just had a text come in. Thank you. Who's this one? Elizabeth. Getting those fab, thanks. I know, right? Can you not at £6.95? They're just fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Big carat weight as well, wasn't it? Big carat weight. My goodness me. Do you want another quick flash? Give you another quick flash. You're all desperate for another quick flash, aren't you? 480 carats, and because they're faceted as well, they are superb. Tell you what, pop those with some pearls as well. They'd look lovely, wouldn't they? 50 of those have gone already. Yeah, should we move on? Because we've got. Oh yeah, now I showed you these early, didn't I? Don't worry, you can still keep checking those out just because I'm moving on, because it is the 4 o'clock challenge. So just because we're moving on a little bit quicker, don't worry, they're still there, they're still available, because the list of people with it in their baskets, I'm into 3 columns now. What that means is I've got a big plasma above me, and as you slide across from the I want it in my basket and then I want to make sure I get it home, and you flick it across, it goes into columns, and when it goes to 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, we're fast on our way to a sellout. So good luck, they're lovely. Great deal as well, great stasher. Great way to increase your stasher. Now this is about to be a great deal as well. So I've got a sneaky feeling if you like those lovely apatites we've just bought you, then I've got a sneaky feeling you might love these as well. Double trouble. Look at these green, gorgeous onyx drops. A whopping great big 230 carats. Each one is a 26 centimetre strand, but it's this big, bright, vivacious, almost pine green, bottle green. And if you love your greens in nature, there are so many variations, aren't there? So many variations of green in nature. And onyx has this, as you can see there, this eternal glow. Beautiful, beautiful glow. And the colour of green changes depending on how much of the light comes through. And that's why you can see as the light catches dark green, bottle green, glowing green. It's fascinating, green onyx. It's juicy, packed with colour. Less than £4 a strand for gorgeous, glowing green onyx. Now again, if you think about it, you pop these with black onyx and my goodness me, have you got a glamorous suite of jewellery. Black onyx with green onyx is real wow factor. It's always, I get a lot of people messaging in saying, you know, when you get these bundles and you get these fantastic deals, because of the price point, a lot of people pop it into the basket, get them home, and they sit in the stash for a while because you're never quite sure what to do with them. And then the amount of people that have said to me, gosh, I never would have had onyx or apatite if I hadn't bought it as part of the bundle. And then you just, it's a way to fall in love and sort of introduce yourself to new gemstones as well, isn't it, at these price points? So a real treat at $7.95. Now, I showed you some lovely lapis lazuli a moment ago, didn't I? Let's do them now for you. Okay. 6mm and 8mm rounds coming up for you now. Oh my word, you cannot mistake lapis lazuli. It is so distinguishable, instantly recognisable. It is amazing. Now, Egyptian glory. So we're just talking about our lovely Cleopatra wearing Chrysocolla earlier. Big in Egyptian times with the carnelian, the lovely lapis lazuli. Real, very limited on mining for this gem. It's rare, it's hard to get hold of, but my goodness me, when we do get hold of it, it's such a treat, isn't it? It's that very, and again, can you see that in this one here? So in the smaller size, in the lovely 6mm, they are beautifully faceted. So again, you've got the contrast of the bead rounds at 8mm, 186 carats. You've got 100 carats of the facet, and that sparkle of the faceted lapis lazuli will offset against the lovely rounds in the 8mm. It's gorgeous, absolutely. He's done it again. Our lovely Phil's gone less than £4 a strand. That's a hand-on hip job, isn't it? Can I tell you as well, a little sneak peek of the late show tomorrow night, I've got the most unusual shaped lapis lazuli that you've never seen before coming up. Wait, get these to go with it. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee, of course. If you want a really unusual lapis lazuli or lapis lazuli piece with the 6mm and 8mm, with the faceted in the 6mm, plus these really way out, funky shapes of lapis lazuli I've got coming on the late show tomorrow. Tell you what, great deal. Claire, Anne-Marie, well done. Coraline, Marion, Eleanor, Carola, Jennifer, good luck, good luck, good luck. Now, a lot of you have been asking me to just recap these display opportunities here. We use this day in, day out, 7 days a week on Jewellery Maker. They're wonderful if you do sell your jewellery. They're wonderful creating beautiful displays. I mean, you can see just on our T-bar here, look how many strands we've got on there. That isn't even half full. Okay, so they are for displaying your ready-made jewellery, your bracelets, your watches, your necklaces, your friendship bracelets, or even if you just create for yourself and your friends and your family, it's a great way to obviously keep hold of your jewellery that you've made, and again keep them out of the way. For me personally, I've bought a couple of these at home prior to work to even being on Jewellery Maker, and I paid a lot more, in fact nearly double. I paid $12.95 for one. And I keep all my jewellery, all my bracelets. I've got one for bracelets and one for necklaces. Actually, I keep my watches on the one as well. And I open my wardrobe, they're on the top of my wardrobe, and I just get one down, pick them up. They're easy to get off. And also, as I was saying earlier today, I'd forgotten about a lot of my jewellery because it was boxed away in drawers and things. I've got it all out, and they're now suspended on here. And I've reminded myself of some of the lovely jewellery I've got. So they're fantastic. I know you've loved this today. $6.95 only. Good quality as well. And again, for display work, as our lovely Angela's been saying earlier, if you do start, and I've got a lot of people messaging in today saying it's your first craft fair this week, it was your first craft fair a couple of weeks ago, does add to the value of your jewellery if you present it well. What we've got here is the 3 beautiful clear acrylic earring stands in 3 variations of length, your 3 see-through acrylic beautiful ring holders, and a black ring holder, because again, some gemstones and some precious metals will lend themselves better to either the see-through or the black. All 7 pieces, the 4 ring mounts and the 3 earring stands for less than £10. Incredible. Okay, so there you go. Right then, well, we challenged Angela earlier, didn't we? So shall we go across and say hello to her? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Wes. He wasn't prepared for me to have a little wander. Hello, gorgeous girl.
Lovely.
Long time no see.
They've been hours.
Now then, we gave you, what did we give you?
The Serpentine.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Totally natural.
Yeah.
And you've been busy.
I have, considering you only gave me about 10 minutes ago.
We didn't give them you long ago, did we?
No.
I'll tell you what though, you've just absolutely proved what I said earlier, because they're top drilled, don't they? Lovely.
Yeah, they do. Well, when Phil kindly asked me to choose my challenge, I went for this one because I love the colour. 2, Serpentine, never worked with it before, and sometimes you do have to experiment with different gems.
Of course you do.
And 3, I love the top drill. I love the top drill.
That and the marquee.
Yeah, and the marquee shape. So for me, it was beautiful. You know, I've done, you know, very simple drop pendant.
That's dreamy, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, very simple on some wire.
And that's just from using one?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And that I didn't know what price it was going to go to, but you know, I would be selling that one pendant for at least £15.
I was going to say, oh gosh, you've just surprised me. I'd have thought a lot more than that, actually.
Yeah, that would be the low end. Yeah.
And
another pendant there with a tiny bit of chainmail in there.
With a little seed beads, and you got that on one of these lovely Egyptian collars,
That's
the top
right.
necklace.
That's right.
Lovely.
And then I've done a multi-strand on this one. Sorry, on the one on the end. You know, just putting a few together, and then a pair of drop earrings.
So just from that, and again, I'm guessing you got quite a lot left over.
Yep, got loads left over.
Wow.
2, 4, 6, 8, and a whole, virtually
practically a whole strand.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that is really,
isn't it? It's very pretty as well with the serpent, and that's totally natural.
Yeah. It's beautiful, and what I liked about it, I didn't have time, but you know, I was looking for some bright gemstones in the box below, and you know, didn't have time to do that, but just got my hands on some amethyst.
Yes,
and
I
put
saw
some
that.
amethyst with it, and again, you can use it with whatever colour gemstones you want. Silver, gold, or the rose gold would look superb with it.
And if you had those green amethysts we had earlier, they'd look lovely with Serpentine, really, really supple.
And the onyx.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be really nice. So it's a very versatile in its shape and its colour.
It's
beautiful.
lovely. The way they fall, just lovely. Well, we're running out of time. I think you successfully rose to the challenge, Angela. I had no doubt that you would.
Thank you.
Can I just say as well, I've personally found it the most, we've only got about half a minute, but the most fascinating show today, thanks to you and your wonderful marketing and sales tips.
Thank you.
And as you said, I think for a lot of people out there, they will be life-changing. I really do.
Good.
And your jewellery's been just stunning.
Oh, lovely.
Absolutely. And you've been a pleasure to work with.
It's been great.
Lovely girl. I think I'm a big kiss.
I'm back on Monday morning.
Fantastic.
Yes, so lots more tips, so tune in. Business Academy course is 27th. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.